Angie is a big.
There you go, Pearl, with Alex. With Alex.
But she's pissed as a parrot.
Alex again.
He's over there saying he's been to the police about me.
That's Alex.
Listen, let me
Pearl.
tell you, Charlie, the fairy, is nothing to do with gypsy people. 100%. Because he'd have his instrals kicked in. End of. Not for his sexuality or nothing like that. Let me tell you, it's nothing to do with gypsy people. So, him who sits there playing with his balls, sorry, crystal balls. He is fuck all to do with gypsy people. She is as pissed as a parrot. If she attempts to stand up, well, she's fell over, all 17 foot of her. She's saying she's gone to the police, so's Charlie. They can go and push the granny off a scooter for all I care. I got a video where she is calling out of her mouth on a live, where she's calling me a peddler, all right? But listen, when the police come and arrest us, I'll make sure...
So she sat there calling me Angie Savile constantly for months.
Well, I'll lock myself in the toilet so I can go live and let everybody see us getting in handcuffed. Brains, you are the biggest bully on the app. You're a little rotten.
This one shocked me, actually. This one shocked me because Johnny's in there. Johnny's in the box. And I've just noticed it.
And nobody is interested. And you know the cult word is you. You are a cult. You are definitely messing and fucking about with people's brains. You are absolutely disgusting. Right? How's about that? Record that and send it.
You know what just happened to me?
I love you. Sorry, I just had to mute just in case anyone thought I had the echo, but I love that.
I saved that one.
A way back, yes.
Oh, everybody.
I did have that. Looking at Angie's lives and stuff and what would happen.
Fucking devil.
She's
the fucking devil. No ifs, buts and about it. She is a pure fucking devil. And screen record that. She's a fucking devil. And let's see if she was woman enough to come to my face and in front of me, stand in front of me and say what she's saying. Never mind being a fucking keyboard warrior on here with a little cult. Let her come to my face and say what she's going to say. Let's see if she's the same woman then. And I'm saying this to you, Angie, you fucking cult leader, you piece of rubbish what you are. Come to my face and say whatever you're saying. Let's see if you're the same woman. If you want, I'll drive to you. I will drive to you, but there ain't no kissing out, no nothing. We get down to business.
Someone just said in the comments, I tried to tell you Johnny used to troll you. I've just come across this today, this morning.
Cole is just one letter away from what she really is, to be fair.
1,000,000%. You rotten
the concerning thing is cult.
Let's see what else we've got. Let's see what else we've got.
Why? Oh, we don't care about Sophie.
And she's going live about you.
We don't care about Sophie. We
don't put the videos to them, Miss Penguin. Where
That's the problem, isn't it?
Oh, I've just, I have been having a little listen there, right? I'll tell the truth, while I was cleaning up. And she said, she was looking where you was on the popular, and you know what, she turned around and said, thank you, me baby. You know what, she turned around and said, well, of course he's going to be, you must have been in front of her at one point, not so long since.
I was naturally in front of her, Pop.
That's how come me and her were getting in the ring last time and charged £40 a slap. We don't do that. Because you know what's the matter? She ain't the whole of TikTok and charge £40 a slap. We don't do that. Because you know what's the matter? She ain't got no morals, she's got no self-respect, and she's got nothing going for it in her life.
That's that,
and the little parasite that is stuck beside her. Well, listen, I mean, she'd have to pay somebody to even go there. Come on.
She would have to say that.
I tell you what, shame on you, because what two beautiful specimens yous are.
If you don't, I mean, if you don't like me, that's fair enough, right? And if you don't like the situation, what's going on, that is also fair enough. But please listen to what I'm going to say to you now, and then make up your own mind, right? Angie stayed the other day on her live, and everyone heard it. She said, "Oh, Alex is totally obsessed with me. It's like being in a DV relationship." How can anyone agree with that sort of remark coming out of a female?
She know about a DV relationship. She's never been in one, and she admitted that on the live. So how would she know how it feels?
I heard that. I watched that one.
I tell you, I wouldn't even listen to that woman anymore, because you know what I've heard out of her mouth? And by dressing up as nuns, the nun, does she understand how many women that she's triggering?
Mariah, did you hear the song she was singing about Aunt Sally?
I don't understand what they nuns done to all our people back in the day, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Really
the song she
fucking
was
bad
singing to Aunt Sally. The Kents, they were singing Ride, Sally, Ride. Now, how dirty, vile and disgusting was that song to sing to a little angel and a pure, decent...
See, there's a page in there, and I'm not sure.
Ride. Now, how dirty, vile and disgusting... Fucking needs taken somewhere for her own... Do you know
This is when she was pretending to cry.
She's tapped in the head. She's absolutely tapped the head out.
Great acting, Pearl.
Someone's sending takeaway to Pearl. You're wasting your time.
So this isn't mocking us.
In my life, singing the Raggy Dolls all night long.
I don't want to go through them. There's too many. There's too many to go through. There's like 100, and I can't be asked this morning to go through them. But my point is, Pearl, you sat with Alex. You were besties with Alex. So don't sit there and question as to why I'm sitting with Alex now when you sat with him for the years. Because you fell out with him. Now you've got a problem with him. You don't give a shit about the Steph. Well, none of you do. It's content. You've been sitting there talking about him for days. I'm embarrassed. Because you are using it as content, all of you. Absolutely. Because if you really gave a shit about Steph, you wouldn't be talking about it. You wouldn't be bringing it to social media. You'd be just letting the police deal with it and that, yeah. But you're sat there constantly talking about someone, what she's saying she's going through. Yeah. Apparently also with Tony, Pearl came on and spoke about the Tony situation. You still sat with him afterwards. Now, I'm not saying that's the truth. Well, what happened with Tony, I don't know. You know, it's not for me to decide, is it? It's for the police, but you still sat with him. So let's not pretend that you care about Steph. Let's not pretend, yeah, when you're sitting there talking about it every single day, every day. Yeah, they're using it as content, views, and they're monetising off it. Because... leave it alone. If you really care about Steph, leave it alone. And with this, what CA's come out with about, I haven't seen the whole thing, guys, to be honest, about her not wanting to be here anymore. Right? First of all, I felt that way at one point, but you didn't believe me. Number two, Steph, like I said, has watched my lives. She's still got together with the man. Yeah. And number three, that's hearsay. That's come out of CA's mouth. So it's like, why didn't she say that before? Why is she now suddenly coming out with it now? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. And you're all sat there saying, why am I sitting with Alex? But then why did Steph phone Alex and ask him to go to her house when he had a nun on him? Why did she do that? Morning, Granny. Angie, in your own words, yeah, Josephine, I did say that. Listen, the problem with me is maybe I'm too honest. I'm not them, where I just hide things. I just tell you all on TikTok. And I did say that, Josephine. In my words, yes, I'll drag him had he not apologised, but not for the Steph situation. With the Steph situation, right, I had my opinion, which a lot of people thought was fair, considering the beef we had. I didn't drag him, and I had every opportunity to drag him over that, you know, and do my worst, but I didn't. and I did mention have that, and that was before he apologized to me. I had those opinions, right? But when I said I was going to drag him, I was going to drag him for the beef that me and him have had. I would have dragged him. But however, if you look at it, I could drag him for that, right? And say, okay, now this has happened to Steph. Now I'm going to talk about for any new viewers as to what happened with me and dragged him. But however, I thought about that. I could drag him and it will go back and forth and it will continue for another year. It's not going to get me anywhere because none of you believed me at the time. So let's not pretend you're going to believe me now, right? So I just thought, what's the point? Oh, I could sit there and have peace. So what am I going to choose? I'm going to have peace. Since he came in and apologised, I thought, yeah, let's have peace. Because why would I drag someone? I mean, can you imagine if I did have a police case and you've got a man that's come in and apologised and I've decided, no, I'm going to drag him all over the app. That's not going to look good for someone that has said many times that I feel harassed. Do you get what I'm saying? So that doesn't make sense. So, yeah, I'm going to choose peace, and that's what I've chosen. And I'm not saying that I'm innocent here because I've said things. Absolutely, I've said things as well to Alex. You know, a lot of it was, we did have a back and forth for a long time. But like I said, why am I going to drag someone when I could have peace with them? Okay, you said I'll still support you. It doesn't. But the thing is, you got everyone else that supports Alex, but you got people that are just going in on me. Why? Why are you just going in on me? You got Frankie that's friends with him. Well, I don't mind. Listen, I don't give a shit. But I'm just saying, you got Corey and all that sit with him. My voice is gone. Yeah, it's a little better though. How are you talking about other people doing the same thing? Because I sat with them for years. And now that they fell out with him, they want to drag him. That's the only reason. CA sat with him. She knew a year about the Steph situation. Why does she have him in her box? Why does she have him in the comments? Why was she gifting him? Pearl? Why did she sit with him for God knows how many years she sat with him? Why? Why, when Tony spoke about what she spoke about, why did Pearl still sit with him? I'm not saying what Tony said was the truth. I don't know about that. But however, why did she sit with him? They're just doing it for content. I know what I said, but none of you believed me. So I'm not going to support anyone on here. None of you support me. But now all of a sudden, because you fell out with him, you want to drag him, and now you expect me to drag him also. No. None of you did. None of you gave a shit. I know you guys did, yeah. But Pearl joined in. Pearl sat with him for years. She's just, she had a lot to say. Because it bothers me, right? You know what really bothers me is to, first of all, yeah, I know what you're saying. I could still have peace with them and not put them in my box and all of this. What really bothers me is that if I did that, then it's like I would never support Pearl and that lot because I know why they're doing it. You know what I mean? Never. Remember, Pearl, you said it was my fault. Remember, you said I was obsessed with him. Remember, that's what came out of your mouth. So let's not change it now and make out that that Alex harassed me and all of this, and Alex did this and that to me, because you weren't agreeing at the time, so don't agree with it now. But it's just because, like I said, it's because they fell out with him. Morning, Tasha. Oh, I don't know how many times to say this. Stephanie watched my lives, did she not? Yes, so she knew. She knew all of it, and she got with him. She got with that very guy. So she never supported me, so why should I support her? I'm a woman's woman. I support women off TikTok. I don't support any women on TikTok. Because the women on here never supported me. Yeah. Let me get some water. I'm not admitting nothing, Bex. I'm just saying the 3 years we've had a back and forth, me and Alex, and all these people supported Alex, all of them. So let's not, you start using me, yeah? Don't use me and say, but Angie, what he put you for free, he put you through for 3 years, but you supported him. But now you want to support me? And now you fell out with him? No, I don't want you supporting me. Yeah, add that to my water. Oh, yeah, I gave it to my mum. I had little packets of them. Steph has gone through an awful time. I don't care. I don't care. I've said it over and over again that the women support certain men, right? And they may see it as a red flag, or may see them doing things they shouldn't be doing, or they may see it as whatever it may, and they get together with that person. I don't care. Yeah, I think Steph knew what she was doing, yeah. So, yeah. And I will never support a woman that never supports another woman. She never supported me, ever. So I'm not going to support her, no. Yes, Levi.
Are we friends today?
Got a sore throat.
Right. No, we can hear you. You sound like I can't remember a name now, but someone on here. Are we friends today, or are you going to kick off about anything? I'm not on the dailies. Don't worry. I'm not on the dailies.
I don't really want to kick off. I'll piss off, Levi.
I'm not on the dailies today. Yes. You right?
Yeah, I'm just my throat.
Are you got any lamb any tea or?
I'm gonna have a lamb sip a bit later.
Yeah. Sore throat with the worst. The worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we talking about, Pearl?
Yeah, we're just talking about the hypocrisy and how everyone supported. They all supported Alex, and now they want me. Now they don't want me to support Alex because they've fallen out with him.
Well, CA is the prime example. She says he's been speaking to Steph for a year, knowing all this information, but then sitting in his room, gifting him, sending him Harry's and treasure boxes.
And he was in her box.
And you stand with Steph. Makes no sense.
Yeah, you had him in a box. This is why I don't support you guys. You never supported me for 3 years. So fuck off, I'm going to support you. No way. You made out that I was the crazy one. And now you want me to support Steph and support what you're saying? No. No.
It's all mad, isn't it? And it's all boring now as well. Okay, Megan, thank you.
Yeah, I support a genuine woman. Yeah.
Okay, classic genuine woman apart from yourself, Ange.
A genuine woman is a woman that supports other women.
Okay, who then? Alicia?
Steph never supported me.
Alicia? Is she a woman's woman?
The thing is, none of you support me. You said when I was SHing it was tomato sauce. You know, it was crazy.
What the hell is that hat tonight? Mario! Nice triples.
And this is not me having a dig at Alex. I'm just saying how it was. Of course I'm not. If I've just played the video, it was Pearl.
I need to have a look later. It's went up with people on the internet. But she, yeah, I'm glad she's out and enjoying herself. But that does not make me in the cult. I'm just being honest.
Please, knew me.
For her. I am not sure. People wanted to ruin it for her, and I think it just shows this.
Alicia, would you come with us? Me and Torian, we're going to go to a haunted house. I'll message you the details, but I think it's just women only, because I think it would be brilliant. I don't know when, just whenever really. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so.
Done it. The cat, is it any wonder she reacts like she does sometimes?
Yeah.
That people have gone out there and decided they're going to ring the authorities or whatever and say she's got a GUN.
I'm gonna actually speak to my agency about the sponsor. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot about that.
I think that's fucking. I think it's sad.
Yeah, because you know what, we went out, me, Johnny, and Mikey, right? We weren't going out for content. We just wanted to go out because I was sitting here and I was a bit bored, and I was like, he lived around the corner. Let's go out. I thought not for content, just for a night out. And I said, yeah, let's go and have a dance. But, you know, there was no... If I wanted content, guys, I would have argued or something would have happened, but it didn't. And I can't be responsible for what people do with the popo. Obviously, we've got the name, and that's our fault, isn't it? Because we've doxed the pub, obviously. But it's hard to live stream. I mean, like when Frankie and that did theirs, they were on the Thames. It's hard not to accidentally dox where you are. You just can't do content. And... Because even just looking at the headboard, do you remember when I was in the hotel, someone knew where I was just looking at the headboard? So it's just hard to have content and not dox yourself. It's just pretty much impossible. Do you know what I mean? But we didn't even think about it, to be fair. I didn't think ever the police would come to the pub. I honestly thought the worst of the worst, they're going to be phoning up the pub. You know, and that would be the worst of the worst, but I didn't realise. But thank God we got the police that came that knew me, because we was not far from my house. So yeah, and they just knew what was happening. So yeah, and I think was there 4 police or 3 or 2? I can't remember how many. But there was no sirens. There was none of that. However, I think if they didn't know me, there would have been sirens. I don't know, because I don't know. They must have given my name. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they just described what I was wearing. Oh, I don't know.
This what is it? The 3rd time in a couple of weeks I've done this to her. Trying to do something and then they try and ruin it.
Yeah, luckily they knew me, because I think they would have put me on handcuffs. I need to search me, like, you know what I mean? But they knew. But you know what? It is really on us as well, though, to be fair, because we doxed the place, obviously. We all must have doxed the place. But that's on us. But however, like I said, the worst, I thought they would get phone calls. I didn't think the police would turn up.
And said, yeah, good. And I said, oh, you know it's a troll. And they said, yes, we do. So they had to speak to me outside anyway for whatever reason. But they knew who I was anyway. So, yeah. So they had a UN on me and all this kind of shit. Yeah, we're just getting some food. I'm going to go home. I need to go home now.
See, you know, I do feel I have changed, because this would not be me. This would be like, I don't care, I'm going to stay out, I'm going to go to the next pub. But now I was quite happy to go home. I've definitely changed.
So, yeah. Good morning. I hope you don't mind me popping in.
Absolutely okay. How are you?
I'm doing very. How are you?
I'm alright. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes.
Nice to see
I know I did crash out and got a bit mad, because I think for me, I was trying to explain to the police, but you know, I couldn't really do that. It's not nothing to do with Johnny and Mikey or anything, but because they didn't know the situation. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was trying to explain it to the police, but he couldn't hear what I was saying. So I just got a bit annoyed about that, really. Yeah.
And I think whatever anybody does is not going to please everyone, is it?
No, you can't.
You know.
But
It is
she
wrong.
should do what content she feels she's comfortable doing.
Yes, absolutely. You know, everybody is doing anything should be
Like I
encouraged.
said, this wasn't content. This is just friends going out, and I thought I'd just go live stream it. I went on Kick a little bit, so I see how much money I win. I didn't go on Kick long. I don't like Kick. I can't work it. It was just too dark as well, wasn't it?
Okay, we all have our own ways of entertainment. We may not find it entertainment, but the person sat next to us might do. And if one person can bring a smile to one person's face, doesn't that count for something?
Yes, absolutely.
Surely.
Yes.
Surely.
I agree. I'd like to see more people making more content instead of doing all this dragging stuff and being nasty and horrible and shitty.
Yes, I think it goes along with a lot of people. Like you say, Mr. Duran's, he went out with Frankie, and that was good, is it? I mean, I'm not a big fan of Mr. Duran's, but he was so funny.
I think it's nice that there's more groups getting
And you know
together.
what? I didn't go out to kick off, to cause problems, to argue, and I didn't. I went out, had a dance, we had a drink, we were laughing most of the night. Well, all the night we were laughing, really, weren't we? But then it was just one of those things. People just love to, I don't know. I saw the police come in, and I had to flip my camera. I said, "Oh, someone's in trouble. The police are here," and they looked like they were looking for someone. I did not know they were looking for us. Well, me.
I think it's nice that there's more groups getting together and making that
Yes.
having a laugh. Now, you might not find it all funny,
What bloke
you might not find it all
cheering?
entertaining, but parts of it really were. Parts
Yes, it was.
What, man?
But, you know, everybody who goes live brings a bit of them. And if you, and yourself, Chippy, if you can make someone laugh, you don't, like you said earlier, you don't know what they're going through the day. It doesn't matter who you are, the most important medicine anyone can take is laughter.
Absolutely, I agree.
You know, and if you can heal people with laughter, you're not going wrong, are you?
I always try and make somebody laugh every day. I always.
Well, you do.
I know I can
You
be
do.
hard sometimes, but I do try and make people laugh.
Well, so do I, but what I do is something a little bit different to what you do. I put X's in good. I'm ready, Ricky.
See, the thing is, I don't think it really matters what I do. You know, I've changed my content in some ways where, you know, I don't kick off, I don't cause a stink. I do the FYP, well, you know, I have my opinions, we all do. But I don't think it matters what I do. I think someone has it in for me that are gonna just keep calling the police, you know. So, and I said this to the police, I said, I've got a sore throat, P2. I'm losing my voice. So I don't think it really matters what I do, because look, we went to a pub, I had a good time, we weren't speaking about anyone, we were laughing, and they got called again. So I don't think it really matters what I do, to be fair.
Right,
And those police officers, they were lovely. They were really nice, yeah.
No, it's good to see she's out and about and doing her own thing. That's what's important. I just wish people would stop ruining it for her or everybody. You know,
I think
it's
it's a
wrong.
shame that people go out of the way to ruin it just because they have
Yes.
something for it. I just think that's wrong, to be honest with you.
Exactly. If you're all enjoying yourselves, so what everybody else has to say, eh, Jimmy?
Sounds good, man. Sorry.
Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. You know, it's just like, no, good on her.
Yeah.
Let her keep doing what she
Yeah,
wants.
they all know me, the police officers. Yeah, he did this. He said, I know you've been to your house a few times. Yeah, they all know me.
Wants to do, as long as she's smiling, she's not hurting anyone. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And it's like with everybody, doesn't matter who, what side of the pond you're on. Well, that's a phrase, not talking about a certain person from the pond. But you know what I mean, right? Doesn't matter wherever you are, right? You keep smiling and keep being happy, everybody, and blessed.
All right, let's put on her for doing. I just think it's awful that a night got ruined. Whether you like I said, whether you like Angie or not. She was having a night out. She's creating content like other people are doing. She's trying to do something positive. After all the criticism she's had.
And there was no arguing. No one was arguing. No one kicked off. There was nothing for the views. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, let's get the views and let's do this, let's do that. It was none of that. We were basically just dancing, had the phone up, and that was it. Yeah, we had a laugh. So you can never ever say that it was all done for the views, because it wasn't. I didn't care. I was just having a good time.
about sitting in a room and not doing anything and blah, blah, blah. Well, she's gone out and done it and people have ruined it. I think that should be criticised. People trying to ruin it.
And like I said, it's not all about drinking, because now we're going to go out and go to a haunted house, which will be good. I'm a little bit nervous about that one. I feel a bit okay because I've got other people around me. I'm sure there'll be other people there as well. So I think that's kind of nice that there's other people, because I've got fear of the dark. I kind of poop myself a little bit, you know, and when it comes to things like that, I don't believe in ghosts. I've got some of my teeth now. But it's just the unknown, isn't it? So I'm a little bit worried about it. I don't know. I hope I stay and do it and don't exit the house. Yeah. So that would be interesting.
It's not her trying to do some content. No, you're welcome, Kate. Upstairs has put it right. Yeah. Pin a comment. If you don't like somebody so badly, just block them. Just block them.
Yeah, I've always tried to
Then you don't see anything about them unless people tag you in it. And then you can ask people not to tag you in it. So it's that easy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because other people are gonna be there, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, so I'd be spooked out if it was on my own. Do you know what I mean? Of course I would. But yeah, it'd be interesting. It'll be great fun. Yeah, it's 6 hours, so I don't know what we're gonna be doing for 6 hours. But yeah.
It's that easy. Everybody forgets there's a block button on here. Anyway.
What's your childhood like?
I was also thinking, I think I might even push it a little bit further and do a Ouija board in the house. But I don't know. No, there'll be no drinking. But I don't know. Everyone's saying no, don't do the Ouija board. Oh yeah, of course you'll need permission. Yeah, maybe don't do the Ouija board. But you know what I might do? I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to scare the hell out of Torian. I'm going to go hide in a room. Oh my God, as long as I don't shit myself in that room. Oh God. And I'm going to put a scream outfit on. And then I'm going to hide. I'm going to hide somewhere. And then I'm going to make some noises. Make some noises. Yeah. And then I'm going to jump out of it. I'm not even going to jump out of it. I'm going to stand in the corner just with the outfit on. That'd be hilarious. You told her now. Well, I'm not going to do that. I might do something else. No, that would be funny. But I'll probably poop myself though, because if I'm in another room on my own, I'll probably shit myself. Oh my God, what if I get locked in a room? Oh my God, I will shit my pants. Yeah, but like I said, you know, not everyone is going to like my content. Not everyone is going to like other people's content. But, you know, I did go out to have fun. I didn't go out to just get the views. And listen, anyone can get the views in, right? Anyone can just kick off and do something, whatever it may be, to get the views in. But I just wanted to have fun. You wouldn't mess with all that shit. I don't believe in the Ouija board. Saying that, I have done it before and I swear by things happened. But I know my father kept saying, oh, it's in my head, you know, and all of this. But I don't know. I know what I heard, you know what I mean? But I don't know. So anyway, let's move on anyway, guys. What we're going into, we've got quite a few videos to play. What's this about Alex?
Oh, feck. Oh.
11 hours ago. Okay, so Steph's messages to Alex. Is this new, guys? Because it's only been posted 11 hours ago. It says here, a lot of victims actually do this due to trauma bonds. Takes an average of 7 times to leave. It's going, so this is this woman that's posted this. Oh, F off with the trauma bond shit. I don't know who is filling your head with that shit, but there's no way she's scared of that man. No way in hell. In fact, she is the manipulative one. She's the stalker. And if I was Alex, I would be down that station putting in my own report. Oh. Let's see what these messages say. Can we see them, though, over this writing? It says here, I can't see it.
With the trauma bond shit, I don't know who is filling your head with that shit, but there's no way she's scared of that man. No way in hell, in fact. She is the
she's put, you want to come over for a sleepover. Ha ha ha. I do believe that, there is such thing as a trauma bond. Do you remember a case? Do you remember a case? I've got to get a strepsil. Do you remember a case of that girl? She was kidnapped, I think at the age of 14. And she was living in the back garden in a tent. And she had a couple of children by her abuser and her kidnapper. Do you remember that? I think she was in there for years. Was it 10 years? I can't remember. Anyway, they found out who she was. They found out. I don't know who phoned the police, a neighbour. I can't remember the ins and outs. Do you remember that yet? Well, anyway, when the police turned up and arrested him, the girl, who was a lot older then, she was really out. She was crying. And did she escape? But I don't know if you know this. She is it the same story I'm thinking of? But she was crying over him. And she was crying that he was being arrested. I'm not talking about the one in the house. There was a couple of ones stories. I'm not talking about the woman that was kidnapped and put in a house. I'm talking about the one that was in a tent. And she was crying that he was arrested. So, she did have a trauma bond with him. Yeah, exactly. She was devastated. Yeah. So it does happen. So there is a such thing as trauma bond, Stockholm syndrome, is that what it's called? But however, I do think some people do use it though, to their advantage and say this is what it is, trauma bond. I think it does get used when sometimes you need to look at the other person and think, well, is it trauma bond or they're just manipulative? Yeah, it is a real condition. But I think it can be used as well.
But there's no way she's scared of that man. No way in hell, in fact. She is the manipulative one. She's the stalker. And if I was Alex, I would be down that station putting in my own report.
Yeah. I think with this Steph, I don't think there's any trauma bond. She messaged him out of the blue. He hadn't messaged her. He hadn't contacted her. She sent him a message and said, do you want to come over for a sleepover? With a laughing face at the end. To me, that's not someone that's suffered. Thank you, Adam. To me, that's not someone... If I'm whispering, guys, if you've just joined, it's because I can't really speak. To me, that's not a person that's suffering with someone that's not trauma bonded to someone. Trauma is when you've had a traumatic event, right? I don't feel that listen, I'm not saying what he did was right, go to a house and all of that, but to me that's not a trauma. I don't think she was traumatized by him doing that. To me trauma is something like a trauma that you've had, like whether it's grape or some kind of trauma like that. I don't think she's traumatized by that. But however, she then sent him a message saying, do you want to come over for a sleepover? That's not, in my opinion, someone that's suffering with trauma bond. But that's just my opinion. I think she could have been either setting him up or she just missed him and she just wanted to see him that day. That's CJ. Hello.
Angie.
Hiya.
See what you're trying to show. It's all on TikTok All Stars, and it's not got the writing in front of it. They've put up like 5 videos from CA's live last night. If you want to go through it, I've tagged you in the first one on your Delusive FYP page.
Oh, okay then. Thank you. Let me just have a look. Cam to All Star. Give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, I've got a couple of videos from that. Oh, here's all the messages.
They've put up like 5 or 6, and all of the messages are visible there, so you don't need to like look behind writing it's on it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. She must have just uploaded this because I didn't see it this morning. Oh, she must have just. She's got all of them here. There's quite a lot, isn't there? Thank you, CJ. The Canadian response to the clip Alex played, she says it proves nothing. It just makes you look stupid. CA shows proof of what Alex has been charged with. Well, I don't know where we're going to start, to be honest with you guys. There's quite a lot of things here. Should we start with the messages? So, trigger warning. This is a trigger warning, guys. Canadian Angie goes through messages again between Steph and Alex. CA says she didn't want to bring any of this to the app, but says there is more and all if you... Okay, there's part 3, part 2. Let's start with part 1. So CA goes through... Okay, let's play it. Thank you, CJ. Can you all see that, guys?
Anyway, I just got one out of them, but...
What's this? Steph, I live in Birmingham, not a troll. See you tomorrow. What's that?
These are the kind of messages she would get, that people were going to go to her house and do stuff to her. You'll see tomorrow.
These are trolls, though. You know, there's no evidence. This is if this is what she's implying, that it's Alex. This is got a woman named Suzanne. Now, people always say that the cult troll them. It's nothing to do with me, and it's nothing to do with my mods. Who is this Suzanne123? I don't know if you can see though, guys, but that's from Suzanne123 saying to Steph, I live in Birmingham, not troll. You will see tomorrow.
Or whatever. And it's his supporters that would do that shit.
But it doesn't matter. It's nothing to do with Alex himself, because I've got this all the time where people are saying, Angie, your supporters are threatening me. What do you want me to do about it? It's nothing to do with me. She's explaining, like, okay, well, let's just keep playing.
It says psychotic women that he, probably DMs. And guys, thank you for the gifts and whatever. So she doesn't really even come on TikTok at all anymore because she's not comfortable with TikTok, and she's constantly getting, if she goes in on her own account, she's constantly getting comments like that thrown at her. So yeah, again, there's tons of them. I'm not going to show a ton of terrible messages. And again, if anyone finds this triggering, I'm very, very sorry. All right, let's move on from there. We'll just go through some of his messages again. Again, if this triggers anyone, I'm sorry, but it has to be done. And like I said, I've known what Steph has gone through. I decided, this woman, leave her alone. Stop talking about her. Stop making your fucking little word salad shit about her. Just leave her alone. Just fucking leave her alone. Let her try with the therapy. She's got extra therapy now from the NHS. Leave her alone. You have demolished and broken this woman through abuse. Just fuck off at this point. Just fuck off. Just because you've got Wiggy Cokehead and Big Nose Bird behind you, two of the worst people. Worse, probably, I wouldn't say worse than you. You're probably all on the same fucking level. No one gives a shit, honestly. And like I said, I don't get along with Pearl. And probably never will get along with Pearl. But I'm going to say big up Pearl for being the only one who does, with chest, bring up everything he's done and doesn't let it slide away.
No, piss off to you. She joined in with him. She was very much part of, she was friends with him for years. When we had a back and forth, me and Alex, Pearl was joining in. No, you tell me that, CA, if they're still friends, and then now she wants to drag him. But the only reason she's dragging him is because they fell out. Now, I would say, yeah, you have a point, CA. I'd probably say, okay, fair enough to Pearl. It's her opinion, and everything else, and that she's standing on morals. You could say that, but... if they were friends, and she decided to have her opinion on it, but she hasn't. They're not talking. So it's one of those selective outrage, isn't it? You want to know, you're falling out with Alex, so you're dragging him. But I'll tell you what, Pearl, if you were still friends with him, you would not be dragging him, you'd be supporting him. So no.
And even though he wormed his way in there, yeah, that's fine. His phone number's been doxed. I've got his phone number. He likes to crank call people.
And Alex was in Pearl's box. She wasn't complaining when Alex, the so-called predator that you call him, Pearl, sat in your box where you had 5k in there. You're doing it all for content. Wake up, guys, and see what Pearl is doing. She's doing it all for the views. Talking on Alex brings her views. Why would you put a so-called predator, which is what you call him, Pearl, into your box? Make it make sense. And you were loving it with the 5k views.
I don't give a shit about his phone number. She's the only one. And even like I said, he tried to get Frankie to be the middleman, and he tried to go through Frankie to try to shut Pearl up. It didn't work. And I want to say like a big fucking thank you to Pearl, because she's the only one. And Dan is starting to show a lot of shit.
And you see, you were gifting Alex. He was in your box four months ago. I can't remember. It was about 4 months ago. You had him in your box. He was in your fucking comments. You were gifting him. But listen, you're not understanding. You may agree with this woman. Fine, you can have an opinion. But she didn't stand on morals when she had this man in her box, gifting him. She knew for a year. She knew a long time. Now they're falling out with him. They want to drag him. Listen, I'm not saying you can't have your opinion. If you think this is what they're saying is correct of Alex, you can have that opinion. All I'm stating is that these two women have now fallen out with him. Now they want to drag him, but yet they both had this man in their box. See, only 4 months ago. Make that make sense. You don't stand for Steph. Why? No, I wanted to answer this tonight. Why did you 4 months ago have Alex in your box? Why was he in your comments? Why were you picking him up in your live? Why were you gifting him 4 months ago? Tell us.
You know, stick up for Steph as well. But Pearl, from the beginning, stuck up for her and still sticks up for her and won't let it slide and doesn't take his bullshit, doesn't listen to what he's got to say or his lies. She still...
Remember Pearl's words. What did she say about Alex? I adored you, Alex. We fell out. Cockapoo asked him, why did you walk away from us, Alex? I can't remember his response, but that was Pearl. I adored you. That's what she said. We fell out.
Is adamant to stay, you know, believes in the story and knows he's full of shit. So that's all I have to say. I would, you know, say thank you to Pearl for that. And Steph would say thank you as well. Because everyone else just sits with him and lets him get away with it. Doesn't pull him up on...
You sat with him. You had him in your box. Are you okay in the fucking head or what? Oh God, this is crazy. I want to shout, but I can't.
Stuff allows him in boxes to spread his bullshit, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Yeah, big respect for Pearl for that. Like I said, don't like her, probably never get along, but I do respect that she is doing that and she's holding firm, because no one else is. No one else is. Winifred, she's got him in his boxes, allowing him to continue to do his abuse and giving him the chance to talk on your own platform. You're now supporting an abuser. So
I could say that about you. When me and AB had a back and forth for years, you all sat in the box. Pearl sat in his box. Pearl was best friends with him. Best friends. So now you're saying, you know, it's like people are now saying Alex abused you. But if he abused me, right, why were you sitting with him? Why were you all best friends with him? Now that you've fallen out, you've got so much to say about him. And now you're sitting there saying about, I'm sitting with an abuser. But you weren't calling him that. When me and Alex had a back and forth, you weren't calling him that. You were saying I had the problem. Piss off.
All right. Do you want to read them out, Ricochet?
Yeah. It says,
leave me alone, please. I won't ask again. And he says, I was just clearing the message up.
I don't have the message, sorry. I could probably get it, but...
Then there's a voice call, and then it says, sorry about earlier. I just love you and need to clear the air. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Message me later if you want. And she says, I get you're hurting, but I don't deserve all of this. I just walked away from a relationship, which I'm entitled to do so. I shouldn't be having this. And he says, well, it stops tomorrow. Well, it stops now. She says, yeah, I am literally begging you to please stop this and just let me live. And he says...
This doesn't make sense to me. I see Steph as a bit of a manipulator here. Because there's a back and forth, right? And I understand she's telling him to stop. But why didn't she block him? Why are you still having this back and forth? You know, this is apparently your stalker. Block him.
I am, and I will think after tomorrow you'll be happy when it's done. And can I say to stay by to the child's name? Also, it will be a breath of fresh air for you, for you.
You can see how he is with her, like, basically someone's telling you to fuck off, just fuck off. But no, not you. No, not you. It is 100% Kems. I think these are messages, and because I think she blocked him on WhatsApp, so then he was going after her in her fucking DMs.
Okay, she blocked him.
He says,
fair enough
if
she blocked him.
She says, what do you want? Leave me alone, Alex. And he says, why are you so angry when this time all I did was wanted to see you? It's all confusing. And she says, I no longer want to be with you. I've asked you many times to leave me alone and blocked several numbers and accounts. It's borderline harassment. Can you please leave me alone? And he says, harassment? Why? Because I miss a little girl. Madness.
You hear, see that? To me, that's concerning. To me, that's fucking concerning.
Good question. What is the dates of the WhatsApp? This is 14th of March, yeah? Keep that date in mind. I'll go back afterwards.
So, it's not like you raised this child. It's not like you've been in their life for 4 or 5 years and you missed this child. But I'm going to like to think this way, that he was using the child as a way to still talk to her and to manipulate her. So he would say that he missed the child so that she might update him on what her child was doing, which she didn't. He still wanted to have updates on her child. And I think he defended himself, or tried to, by putting out this bullshit where he said, yeah, well, she used to do it before. She used to tell me, oh, she's doing great in this, she's doing great. That was when you were with her. Once you are gone and she has asked you numerous times to leave her alone, you do not still say anything about her child. That is her child, and that is weird to me. But I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt, as an abuser that he is, that he did that to try to keep an open communication to still talk to her. And that's what I'd like to think, because I don't want my mind to go where I think from previous things that he has said and done. So that's what I'm thinking.
Is she trying to say, correct me if I'm wrong, is she trying to say that her mind might go to something else, as in him thinking of the little girl in an actual way? Is that what she's saying? Oh God! Yeah, I mean, listen, you can't, you don't know that, you can't say that. Oh God, she's a bit messed up here, isn't she?
That's why he wanted to use the child as an excuse to...
The reason why our world's fucked up is people like this. It really is. It's because you can't say something and it be an innocent question or comment without people thinking, oh my God, you're a nonce. Oh my God, why would you say... Do you know what I mean? You just don't know. I mean, he knew her for a year, right? So I can't really comment on how... if he misses the child or how well he knew the child. So I can't really comment on that because I don't really know much about their personal life.
stay in touch with her or to still be able to speak to her and abuse her. Sorry, go on. Guys, thank you. Whoever gave the coin, sorry, I'm just out of sorts, but thank you if anyone gave a treasure box. I don't know. Thank you. Was it Whittle? I don't thank you if it was Whittle. Guys, thank you for the gifts. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so he says, harassment. Why? Because I miss a little girl. Madness. And she says, yes, it's harassment. I've asked you more than 3 times to leave me alone. I'm not forcing the child to talk to you. She hasn't asked about you in weeks. If she ever asks to talk to you, I will allow her. But I'm not forcing her to. Please, leave me alone.
This is another thing I don't understand. So she's classed this man as a stalker. She said he's harassing her. So why would you allow your child to speak to what you call a stalker if she asks about him? Because if you've got a child, right, and you're classing someone as a stalker and they're harassing you, you wouldn't want that man, that person around your kids. You wouldn't want them talking to that person. So you wouldn't sit there and say, well, if she asks about you, allow her to speak to you. That doesn't make sense. Why? Listen, I don't think there's any trauma bond here. I don't think there's any of that. You know, I just think, I don't know, I just think it's all weird. It really is. It's not so clear cut. What, she had a relationship, she probably said that to keep the peace. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. So that's the first one. What's this one? Wait a minute. That was...
These are just... I'm not going to show them
all.
all
That was part 1, part 2. So this is part 2.
So yeah, I think he was using the kid to stay in touch with her. Oh. So this morning, I think Dan has already showed this. There was a nice police officer over at her house to speak to her. I hope you get arrested. So that's he'll know whose house that is. Well, I'll tell you whose house. That's Steph's house, and that's a police officer. This morning, again. Just so he knows. That's what I'm thinking, Eden. Like, I don't want to... I'm going to think that he just wanted to use the child to still have communication with her. Again, he's an abuser. He's going to try every channel that he can to still try and have contact with her. And like I said, a couple of days ago, he made a comment that she was talking to someone who had exposed...
Yeah, what's this photo here of the police officer? So is this police officer at Steph's? Is that her house? Why would you take a photo of the officer's legs? Seems like Steph wanted to build a case for herself. She was obviously building a little case for herself. Because I don't understand why you take a photo of a police officer.
Exposures done on them on the app. And like I said, I messaged Steph and I asked her, I said, this is what I heard. And again, she can talk to whoever the fuck she wants to. It's none of your business. And don't keep abusing this woman on social fucking media. Her life is none of your business. And how would you even know who she's talking to?
Hey, wait a minute. You're saying, is she saying that her life is no one's business? But however, she sent it to you to put on social media. So she sent all this information to you. So you'd out it on social media. You'd put it all over here.
It is none of your business. Absolutely not. So I can still, as many can still see just by knowing that you still are obsessed with her. And this is why a court, you could, I'm sorry to say this, but it is.
To me, it sounds like a personal vendetta. It just sounds like a personal vendetta that's I think Steph may have. Yeah, because I don't know why you'd send all this information to CA. You know she's going to put it all over on social media. Say goodbye to your court case, love. Because you're putting it all out on social media. You know what you're doing when you're sending it to CA. I don't think you've got a court case.
It's very scary, being that he lurks at nighttime. And this is why a judge, with the evidence presented in front of him, extended that non-mall. That guy is a danger to women. And right now he's a danger to her and her child.
If Alex is a danger to you, to Steph, why would you send all this information to CA to expose and put all over social media? Because if you are scared, if you are genuinely scared of someone, you will not be putting anything out on social media. You would be too scared. You'd be thinking, oh, I can't put any information about this person out because he's a stalker. He's harassed me and he's a danger. So I've got to be careful. But you're not being very careful here, are you? You're putting it all on social media. So I wouldn't say that you think he's a danger to you. And that's the truth, guys. I think someone's a danger. Wouldn't put all information out there. They'd be careful what they put out there. They'd be scared. This is not someone that's scared.
And in that letter, you could see how she didn't even feel safe in her own home. Sorry, let's go on. That was this morning, yeah.
Yeah, listen, you wouldn't want to provoke. I know I'm not saying that it gives that person that, so to do what they want if someone has provoked them, but you wouldn't want to do that. Exactly. And guys, you don't have to agree with me. Have your own opinions in the comments. You're not going to get blocked.
And then he says, you don't have to tell the police you've seen me. It's pointless on your behalf. Are you blocking this or leaving it open so I can see updates on the child from time to time?
Again. Sorry, Ricochet.
Yes or no? Are you telling the police about me contacting you?
So, in this instance, he contacted her saying that he wanted to know what the child was still doing and if that was okay because he was interested in her progress and just to say, guys, thank you, in football or this or that or whatever. Thank you, Whittle. Thank you, guys.
I don't know how many times I need to say it. I'll say it again. Before Alex apologised and came into my box, I had my opinion on the Steph case. Right, I thought I was very fair. A lot of people said I was very fair. I had every opportunity to drag Alex. I did not drag him about the Steph situation. However, right, I did say that I would have dragged him in regards to the situation with me. Right. However, when he came in and apologised and said he wants peace like I do, I thought there's no point dragging this man and going through old grounds and old shit and old videos for it to drag on and for it to escalate for another year, 6 months, 2 months. I thought, no, I want peace too. Okay, but is it because me and Alex had beef? So I had a choice. Do I drag this man that I have beef with, right, after all of this for the situation with me, or do I keep the peace? I chose to keep the peace. But however, the Steph situation, I was never going to drag. I had every opportunity to drag him over it. I didn't. This was before he came in and said he wants peace before. And maybe that's the reason why he came in the box and said he wants peace, because I had an honest opinion on the situation. I could have dragged him, I didn't. So how many times? It's not because he came in and we've sorted it out that I'm having these opinions. I had these opinions from the beginning.
That's what he was interested in, blah, blah, blah. He was still fucking trying to keep contact with her, still trying to abuse her, deterring her from calling the police, still contacting her, all while he had the non-mall, the original one on him. He was still contacting her. So he didn't give a shit about the non-mall. He didn't give a shit. He's tough guy, fucking Al Capone over there.
Thank you.
Sorry, go on.
No.
Guys, I do boxes. People are welcome to come in the boxes. They should be open. If they're not, let me know. If you want the box, put it in the comments. I just don't let anyone in unless they want it, the box in the comments, okay? So you can have your opinion on it.
It says, of course I've met you and that was wrong of me, but they still understand why. You still committed a crime. And then there's a voice note, and then it says, I've got an order. I've blocked you on everything. I blocked you on everything I thought I had you on, and you still won't leave me alone. Okay, I'll do that, but can we clear up one thing before I go, please?
Listen, let me tell you another thing. This is another reason why I went with the Steph situation. She don't support other women but herself. She's a typical woman on TikTok. that wants to support people. They see shit, they see, maybe, listen, I'm not saying anything, but they may see someone as a red flag or whatever it may be. They may see this person, you know, going for a woman, and listen, we all know the situation. I'm not saying I'm innocent, I've said things as well. We all know the situation. They were quite happy to sit back and watch all of that and still got together with that very person, right? They got together with that very person. She didn't come in here and support me or anything like that. She had no support of me. She got with the person. So I assume she supported everything he said and done, right? So no, I'm not going to support a woman like that. I never support a woman like that. This woman is not a woman's woman. This woman is a person that will support no other woman unless it happens to herself. And then the next minute, when now it's happened to herself, expects women to support her. Well, she didn't support me. She didn't support other women on here, did she? She was on TikTok. She's one of those typical women that support these men. I'm not saying I don't know the situation with him and Alex. What he did with the window going to his house is wrong, okay? But she supported him. She went with him. She knew about him. Because she used to watch me. And now she's crying about it, that it's happened to her.
She says, okay, keep going.
Crazy.
It says, deep down, this only between us. Do you really, in your heart, want me out of your life forever and never to...
Do I believe the TV charges? What TV charges? Are there TV charges? Because I'm not saying it was all Alex or either. I'm not saying it was all Alex. Some of it was a lot, you know, back and forth with me and Alex. I'm not saying I'm innocent at all. But I don't agree with some of the things Alex had done. And I'll tell him that. But, you know, Steph still supported that. Steph didn't think that was wrong. You know, she went with the man. So, yeah. He hasn't been charged. I don't know what TV charges you're talking about. I just don't want you to think I'm putting this all on Alex, because I'm not. Because a lot of it was back and forth. I said some things I shouldn't have said. Absolutely. I shouldn't have said things I shouldn't have said.
Beats me again, that's all.
It's my Alexa. I was wondering what that noise is.
And she says, but Alex, I'm literally begging you, man. This is so not fair. You won't leave me alone. You did wrong. I cannot keep stressing this to you. The police submitted the evidence to the judge. It'll say not fact because you're not charged with it to current date. The police submitted this. Why can't you leave me alone? It's not right. And he says, just answer what I've said, please. And she says, I'm making it clear here in black and white. I have also not made any agreement with you about anything. Says, I didn't say you did. It's like you saved these messages for a purpose. I said I'll leave you be, and you just messaged me this. She says.
So hold on a minute. Hold on a second. This is in regards to him lying and saying that she had retracted all the charges. Now again, being in an abusive relationship and him constantly telling her, take the charges, I don't want to be on a Claire's Law. Take the charges off me, I don't want to be on Claire's Law, which I'm pretty sure he already is. She had told him, she tried.
But again, listen, for Claire's Law is not a register. Claire's Law is a background check on people. That's all it is. Where you can phone it, but they can disclose it to you. You know, they can't usually disclose background checks on people unless you're in a relationship with them. That's all it is. You phone them and they say, I want this disclosure, blah, blah, blah. And they tell you over the phone, whatever, letter, whatever. And say, he's got a charge on this, that, da-da-da. It's just a background check. You keep saying like it's a register. It's not.
There's nothing to hide here.
I mean, a lot of people, believe it or not, are on Claire's Law. Just for an arrest or accusation. I'm pretty sure for an accusation you can be put on Claire's Law. NFA, you put on Claire's Law.
Did call
and it's said she put on it. It's just background check.
Wanted to retract her statement, and they said no. They told her no. This is how much, and you see it there.
Yeah, it's not a register.
This is how much he was badgering her to get rid of the charges.
I forget.
Morning. Right, so and like I know Canadian Angie's in her 60s and stuff, and she probably didn't grow up in the dawning of like the internet era, but an email subject line. So when it said domestic abuse on that screenshot she's shown, that is literally an email subject line. It says RE in front of it.
I didn't see that.
it was one of the first ones she shown. So it shows RE. RE in an email means it's a reply.
I haven't played that yet. Must be good.
It's a reply. Yeah, it's a reply to. So that's the subject line that Steph has put in, and then that's the email response line.
Right, I haven't showed it yet. That's.
Oh, sorry, I'm giving spoilers.
Okay, I just wasn't sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, sorry, it was the first. It was the first one she's shown. Yeah, so Catfish is claiming that they are the charges, but it's literally it's an email subject line. You can write anything in it. You could write an email to someone saying Canadian Angie pegs Ricochet on the daily. Does that necessarily mean it's true? Just because you've put it in your email subject line, like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, RE means at the top regarding or reference, doesn't it?
Yeah, in an email, so when you reply to someone, it'll come up in the subject line RE.
That's reference.
And then it's just the reply, so it's just showing it's the reply to the original subject line.
Yeah, RE means reference, and then you put the title.
Yeah, when you put it on, you'll see like it's in the email, so it changes the email subject line, and that's when you've replied to it, it'll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in an email, it means reply. When it's in the sense of the subject line in an email, it just means the email is being replied to.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that's what she's claiming is the charges. But you can't claim a criminal charge is something that's been handwritten in an email.
Right. I'll have to show that one next. Is it on this one? All stars. It'll be on this one, then, won't it? On this account, because I'm just at the moment showing the messages between Alex and Steph.
Yeah, I think it was the first one she shown.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't think they're in order on here. Yeah, because I didn't watch CA last night. Yeah, I'll have a look when I show these. Yeah, woman on here.
It might mean reference. It might mean bloody retinol. It is actioned as RE when you reply to an email. When you hit the reply button, the subject line will change to RE, so the email's been replied to. But regardless, a subject line in an email is manually typed. It's not a criminal charge. Like, regardless of what you want it to be, a subject line is just simply not a criminal charge.
Right. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost because I haven't seen it, you see. But I'll have a look after I play this video.
Yeah, it can mean both. But if you are replying to an email, it indicates that the email's been replied to. What are you?
Right. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I'll play this and then I'll have a look.
Anyway, everyone stop believing someone who pretends to be their daughter. She's literally got no grounds to speak on anything. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
All right, well, thank you. I'll put it up after this then.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
All right, thank you. Let's carry on with the messages.
And here, this is the
conversation. I'm a bit lost because I haven't seen the video, guys. I'm still just going through them.
Where he wanted it gone, and she said she did call. She's never lied. She said she did call, and she said I want the charges dropped, and they said no. So they felt there was enough. The police were not dropping them. The police charged them. She gave the statement. Sorry, go on. It is hard, Pamsky. It's very hard. But
has he actually been charged, Alex, though? Just because you're on bail, it does not. You're charged when you have a court case. So basically, you'll be on bail for 4 weeks. I'm a little bit lost with it all, guys. I'm not going to lie. But you're on bail, and if that bail could be extended, that's completely different to being charged. She hasn't, yeah. So when you're being charged, that's when you go back to the police station and you either get a court date or an NFA. If you've got a court date, you're now being charged with the crime and you've now got a court date and going to court. So he hasn't. He's still on bail. Bail isn't a charge. Bail is just putting someone on bail and putting down conditions that you can't contact that person usually and for further investigation.
What people on here aren't getting, and he'll try to subdue the situations. Have you ever been in love? This is not love. This is abuse. This is not love, like you're trying to sell it to everyone. You're charged with domestic abuse. We'll show it again in black and white because maybe it doesn't sink into people what the police actually fucking charged you with. Yeah. Yeah, they did CPS.
If like I said, if Alex has been charged, there'll be a court date. That means he's going to court.
To take it out of her hands, yes. 100%. Story, go on.
So she says, I'm just making it perfectly clear.
Yeah, the non-mole was extended. The non-mole has nothing to do with the court case. The non-mole was something completely separate.
Not agreed to anything. I am putting it in black and white, so not at any point can you try
Anyone can get a non-mole. You don't have to go to the police and report something to get a non-mole. So, you know, she's got the extended, the non-mole extended. This has nothing to do with him being charged. This has nothing to do with whether he's going to go to court. This is just basically saying there's further investigation going on and that there's conditions being made.
Twist anything. And he says, that's fine. I ain't twisting nothing, honestly. So this is back on WhatsApp again. It says, it's done.
Oh, wait a minute.
And this is back on WhatsApp again. It says, it's done. WTF, okay then. Sound. This is the reason I didn't give you my time. You ain't worth it. Thank you for finally being honest. I am certainly worth it to someone out there. And he says, I'm sure you've already spoken to him. And then she didn't reply, and he puts, someone awake. Your post's about me, so your directive is at me, but can't reply. And then she says, please explain why I would ever reply to a man who said this. Horrible, but glad you finally told me I wasn't worth it. So he's trying there to break it down and saying like, oh, she wasn't worth it.
So Steph knows what she's doing. She's taking screenshots of these messages instead of blocking them. I mean, I don't know how I've got to see these dates of these WhatsApp messages, because at the beginning they were speaking on WhatsApp, then he went to TikTok for whatever reason, and now we're back to WhatsApp. So what are these dates on? Is she unblocked him or what? And another thing she's got today on here, so she's taken a screenshot today. She knows what she's doing here. She's building a case for herself, because, you know, usually you'd think, oh, you know, I've had enough done, you would block the person. And then, you know, knowing that you've got a police case, you'd go back onto your WhatsApps, but she's taking it as soon as she's messaging him. She's taking a screenshot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then he puts, I'm awake now. Do you want me to go home? So I'm guessing he's outside or something. I don't know.
No, I think he was at her house. He was staying there. This is before this all happened, before he was charged with anything, yeah. Thank you, Ms. Moo, guys. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you for the gifts.
She said, you said and wanted to go home this morning after telling me for the 4th or 5th time the child dictates to me. You're clearly uncomfortable here, so it's probably best you go home. She's my child, and I'll raise her how I think is best and how I've been raised myself. I do ask you, do not give me grief over how I raised my own child. You've said this many times now, and if you don't like it, then you don't have to be a part of her life. You've been asleep literally all day as well. All she wants is to play with you and spend time with her.
So when with these messages, my voice, when with these messages, because I'm really confused here. So this is not when he's got a non-mole, is it? So this is before that. You said and wanted to go home this morning after telling me for the 4th and 5th time. What is that? You're clearly uncomfortable here, so it's probably best you go home. What is all this about? Where is he then? Whereabouts is he? It's best you go home. You're clearly uncomfortable here, so it's probably best you go home. She's my child and I'll raise it. Or maybe they had an argument, he left, he sat in his car and messaged her. He's at her house messaging her. Doesn't make sense. There's no date on it, no. I think he maybe went out, they had an argument, he sat in his car. He said, see, you said, I'm going to have to rewind it because there would be a date on here. You said I wanted to go home this morning after telling me for the fourth or fifth time, I can't see what that says. You're clearly uncomfortable here, so it's probably best you go home. She's my child and I will raise her. So they've had an argument with the child. I will raise her, and now I think it's best, and now how I've been raised myself. I do ask you to not give me grief over how I raised my own child. You've said this many times now, and if you don't like it, you don't have to be part of her life. You've been asleep literally all day as well. All she wants is to play with her. All she wants to do is play with her and spend time with her. All she wants is you to play with her, and spend time with her. And then he's put, you know what, fine, pack my inbox, my Xbox, I'm done with it all now, rather be alone than this shit all the time. Yeah, I slept all day, my sleep pattern is messed up, but I do deserve, I can't see the rest of it. It sounds to me like, right, now if he is some kind of stalker and harassing her, why is she saying about a child wanting to spend time with him and all this? It sounds to me they've had an argument, fallen out, and she maybe wants to get back at him.
So this was before it all happened, before the police report, before the police were involved.
Yeah, so this is before all of that.
Continually, he would criticize how she raised her child, just to break her even more, make her think she was this terrible mother, that her child ran her. It was just awful. The things I've heard were just awful. Again, just I guess just trying to break her as being a shit fucking mom. And that's what he tried to do to her as well. I mean, she has a right to raise her child anyway. She wants to. Hold on.
Hi, sorry, I was just saying box.
Hi. What did you say? Sorry.
Right. So we haven't got the rest on here then. So where's part 3?
And he says,
these are just, I'm not going to, I'm going to go into something else now. This is
because there was part 3.
And he says,
part 3.
You know what? Fine. Pack my Xbox. I'm done with it all now. Rather be alone.
Pack my fucking Xbox. Fuck.
Well, how old is this man?
The last part of the messages.
Yeah, pack my Xbox.
You know what? Fine. Pack my Xbox. I'm done with it all now. Rather be alone on this shit all the time. Yeah, I slept all day. My sleep pattern is messed up, but I deserve better.
Pack his Xbox. Exactly, Tracy. Thank you, Bailey's mom. Pack your old fucking 41. I don't know, is he 41? I don't even know how fucking old he is. Don't fucking care. Get hit by a bus for all I care.
Do you think that's when she unplugged his computer wrong?
No, I think this is when he was staying at her house and he was on the couch. There's other incident. Again, there's a lot more that I can bring. I just want him to leave her alone. I want him to stop referencing to her. I want him to stop saying anything about her life, who she talked. I want him to leave her completely alone. I want her therapy to work for her.
Listen, I think they should both leave each other alone. However, she's also talking on him by a third party. She sent all this information for CA to talk on. So Steph is doing it by a third party, which is CA. So when you're sitting there, Steph, wanting this man to leave you alone, why aren't you not leaving him alone? Because you're doing it indirectly. You're not doing it yourself, but you're getting other people to talk on it. So my theory is, if you really want someone to leave you alone, if you feel someone is harassing you, why are you still talking on him? Because obviously now he's going to come back at you, isn't he? And now he's going to have his say. But you don't want that though, do you? You don't want him to have his say, because then he's not leaving you alone. So maybe you need to stop sending messages, stop doing this with CA. Because you know what you're doing when you're sending them to CA? She's going to put it all over TikTok. So you want him to leave you alone. So listen, if I really wanted someone to leave me alone and they're harassing me and doing all this, listen, I might, listen, me, you know what I'm like, I will probably reply, react, I'll be mad and all this. But however, if I wasn't on TikTok, you know, I would probably not say anything. Not say anything because I wouldn't want them to come back. I'd want them to leave me alone.
I want him to leave her completely alone. I want her therapy to work for her. I don't want her crying. I don't want to hear her upset. I don't want her to be not able to come on this app. I want him to leave her alone. And that's what I'm asking him to do, is leave her alone. You've done...
But you're not leaving him alone. Listen, I don't think Alex should talk on it. I don't think either of you. But how are you sitting here saying this man won't leave her alone when she's sending you all this information, all these messages for you to talk on? So only you can talk on it then. You know what you're doing. So she is talking about him, but just not directly.
Enough damage to her. Just fucking leave her alone. Or I will be more relentless. I will bring out more stuff. And I don't want to. I've sat on this since July the 1st with what happened to her, what she did to herself. I didn't want to bring it. But if you in any way, shape, or form think you're going to get a leg up on here, you're not. You're absolutely not. I will make sure of that every fucking day. I'm asking you to stop talking about her and leave her alone.
I know, it's inside out.
Sorry, go on.
Let me change it because I know it's bothering you all.
I think you're muted, Ricochet.
You can't see me, can you?
Yeah, so that's all I'm going to show. You know the messages. There's a ton of them. He won't leave her alone. He's on a mission. You're probably right, and I will just bring out more. I will bring out more stuff in regards to the child, social services. I will bring it all. I'm asking you to leave her alone. Let her have her peace. Let her get better. You've done more than enough to her.
Listen,
to the point where she...
I think you all should just leave it now. So I don't think CA should mention it tonight, but we know she will. CA Steph needs to stop sending messages, stop sending all this information. Just leave it with the police. You're just, in my opinion, you're both as bad as each other. Alex is just as bad as Steph. Steph is just as bad as him because you both are putting it all over TikTok. Steph is just doing it a different way by sending it all to CA. You know, so you just both need to drop it. And, you know, Steph, you know what you're doing when you're sending it to CA because she's like a dog with a bone. She won't stop going on about that person. You know what you're doing. And in my opinion, you've got no case. You've got zero case here because you're doing it indirectly. So there you go.
Try to unalive herself. I would.
If she cared about Steph, she would stop putting on social media because I guarantee you the court will say, but you said, why did you send them to a creator that's gone out all on social media? You knew what you were doing. You haven't stopped talking about him. Case gone. So you have not done her any favours, CA, by talking all on this. You've done her zero favours here. I agree. This woman has no case. Look at all these messages, all this stuff she's putting up. In his defence, they're just going to turn around and say, but she hasn't stopped talking on him. Look at the evidence, all the messages, crazy. And you're the problem, CA, to be fair, you are, because you haven't stopped speaking on it. If you really cared for Steph, you would have said to Steph, listen, Steph, we've got all this evidence against him. Brilliant. Not saying it is evidence, but however, you got all this stuff, these messages and all this. Don't put it on social media. You put on social media, say goodbye to your court case. CA is not your friend, Steph, because she knows what she's doing, and you know, CA, you shouldn't be talking on it.
Please just leave her alone. You're a fucking fat, ugly, toothless, fucking abusive predator.
Stop it.
So go fuck yourself. Find something to support this guy. Don't have him sitting in your boxes. You're supporting an abuser. And if you do, then you're no better than him. You are no better than him.
What's this? Is this what Paquette was saying? Re means reference, right? That's what reference means, the R at the top, right? So it's like a title. So domestic abuse matter. What's that about? Dear Stephanie, RE sealed order. So RE means there, at the bottom means regarding. So it's regarding sealed order. What's that about? We've only got a little bit of this. 13/27. Look at the date. There's no date on it. There's no player.
That's his charge. That's what he's charged with, domestic abuse. So I don't want to hear anyone say, well, it's not that's his charge. He will have to disprove that charge. And we know right till now, we know today that he's on an extended non-mall order for this charge.
I find that title very strange. Domestic abuse matter. I find that really strange for some reason, that title. Sealed order, what does that mean? Yeah, so I could tell you what it means. This RE means reference, so it's the referencing to domestic abuse matter, and the RE here means regarding a sealed order. That's what those two mean. But why have we only got a little bit of this? Would be a what the sealed order? What does that mean? Is that, did you say, what is that?
For everything that was put in front of a judge.
This title here, domestic abuse matter. I don't know, would they usually put something like that on the title? It seems a bit weird. The RE in the subject line means reply. It doesn't mean reply. RE, reply doesn't mean reply. RE means reference. They're referencing to this domestic abuse matter. That's what they're referencing it to. Someone take a screenshot of it and put it in your chat GPT. That is what it means. And then RE here means regarding sealed order, reference domestic abuse matter. Angie, they both mean regarding. Oh, listen, regarding could be regarding, reference. It doesn't matter. It's pretty much the same word. Reference, regarding is the same goddamn word.
Evidence that this guy is still a danger to this woman. And that is extended till December the 7th or the 8th. I think it's the 7th.
Right. If I had my other phone, I'd put this through ChatGPT because everyone's focused on the reference. But someone take a screenshot immediately. Someone and put it to their ChatGPT. Send it and ask them what does all of this mean. RE and the RE where it says domestic abuse matter and the sealed order. What does the RE matter mean? Because you're doing my head in.
And I assume at that time there will be some court date set where he will have to disprove domestic abuse, but I don't think he can because the judge already felt to get
in the box and explain.
Give him an extended non-mall. This is what you're supporting. This is what you're keeping quiet. This is what you're not talking about. Instead, you're deflecting on fucking anything else, which probably is me. Because his vendetta is with me because he wants to silence me. There's nothing you can do to silence me. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Your stories are laughable. Your bullshit is embarrassing. You've tried everything you can with your little friends. You're not doing nothing to me. I'm telling you that right now. So that's it. We all stand with Steph. And like I said again, Pearl and I don't get along. Never will get along. But I do give her credit for staying, I'm not going to say staying strong for her, but just being there and not folding. And like I said, everything she says it with chest.
All right, Kim in the box.
Hello, Angie, you alright?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
These people, man, it's a fucking RE. Why does it matter? Right, hold on, how do I do this?
You reference and regarding is the same thing.
Hold on.
It's reference. They're just putting in the title reference. What is reference to? It's reference to domestic abuse now.
2 seconds, I'm just trying to work out. How'd you get your green screen on, Ange?
There should be a quick. I don't know actually how to do that.
Let me just have a look. I'm on enhanced, then.
Heading weird. Does anyone else find that heading weird? They've called it domestic abuse matter. I don't know why, but I find it really odd.
Give me 2 minutes, let me work it out and then I'll come back.
It could be a reply. It could be a reply.
And for believing in a woman against this abuser, where other people sit with him, other people will talk about it, and he's right under everyone's nose. And things could be even worse than what we already know. We don't know. So yeah, big up Pearl for this one, definitely.
Pay off, Levi.
Like I said, she can say I'm a bitch tomorrow. I don't care. When it comes to this, I will say thank you to her for doing what she's doing and not folding.
You've just ruined Steph's case, love. You've ruined her court case, if she had one. Ruined down the bin.
All right, so now we are going to do our FYP.
And he says,
Notice thing can fall under that category. Yeah, Levi, they're going to throw it out the window now because you've been talking, putting up messages, emails, this, that. You've ruined her case. How are you saying you stand by women? Because if you stood by women, you wouldn't be putting this up. You wouldn't want her to affect a court case. But, however, to me, it's just because you've got a personal vendetta. Found it. Oh, no.
Hello, Angie. There you go.
Yeah, the other day. Oh.
There, if you big box it, you'll see it.
How do I big box it? Oh, wait a minute. I can't seem to put you in the big box. Why is that?
I don't know.
I'm not. It's not letting me do it. One sec. Can someone try and put in the big box?
You sound awful, Angie. Your voice.
I'm just trying to put you. Oh, it's not saying. Wait a minute. It's not saying I accepted you. I can't even. What's going on?
Do you want me to go and come? Oh, you didn't. RE means regarding, reference to, or a reply.
Yeah, so it's either any one of them. Yeah. To me, it just makes sense that it's regarding, reference, and then regarding to.
Yeah, exactly. So she as like Miss Baguette said, she could have written anything in that RE. Anybody can.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Andrew, I'm going now. See you in a bit, Bob.
Thank you. Have we played this? So we played part 3. We finished now part 3. That wasn't really evidence, to be honest. That what she showed, because she didn't show the whole letter. Give me a second, guys. Let me put it back on thingy bob. So what we got now? So
and he says, you know what?
That's what we played. Played that.
These are just. I'm not going to.
Part 1.
And I'm not pulling it out of my ass. That is your charge. Domestic abuse.
All right, let's do the next one.
Non-extended non-mall tells me that a judge felt you were still a threat. The police continually going to her house, and I hope
a non-mall could mean 2 things. If it's been extended, meaning they're still investigating and they haven't investigated at all, or it could be because she's asked the court for it to be extended. Whether she sent evidence in for that to be extended, I don't know, because also if someone has contested to be extended, you definitely need to provide evidence. But however, he might not have contested to it to be. He might not have contested. He might have said, "Yeah, just extend it," which then they really won't need the evidence sent in. It really does depend. Yeah.
You get arrested because you have broken those bail conditions about 20 fucking times.
Well, she has. I'll admit that. And what Alex needs to remember is that he's got one from a judge. She hasn't got one on her. Even though, it's going to be stupid, her talking and putting all this up. It's not going to help her case. It's probably thrown out, to be honest. But I'm not saying it has. I don't know. But I would advise her not to do this. But however, it's him that's got the non-mole, and he could be arrested for breaking it, regardless of what she says. Even if she says, I want to drop it, he's already broken it, and that's with the court. Yeah, they take that quite seriously, breaking a court condition. Yeah, she is.
So again, with the messages, I think her name might.
Her asking him to come over for a sleepover proves that she's not scared of him. That's just evidence. She's asked him, come to my house. I want to see you. He's not a danger to her, and she's not scared of him, just from that message she sent them.
The kid's name might be in a couple of the messages. I'll have to take it out, so I'm not going to show them all. And I think the ones I can't show is where he tells her about raising her child.
Hello? Are you in the box? Rickster was in the box. He's gone. Are you still in the box, Rickster? Oh, I didn't accept him. Is he in or not? No one's there. Might have done it by accident.
But basically, she's a bad mom. She lets the kid control her and blah blah blah, which is none of your fucking business. For starters, you can't even see your own child. And I'd like to know the story behind that, and maybe get a hold of your ex and find out what you did to her, because you seem to have a pattern of abuse. And you did silence Tony, and you scared her off 100%. You did, and you tried.
Do you know you let me in the box?
Oh, hello, there you are.
Did you even know that you let me in the box?
I didn't know you was in the box.
How did I get in here? Did you let me in by mistake?
No, you came in. You was in the inbox.
What are you doing today?
I'm just doing the FYP.
We need to have a talk, and I want to come. Can I come and take you for a coffee?
What for?
Just need to have a chat.
Why didn't you phone me?
Oh no, because you was live.
Oh, well, you can phone me when I come off then.
No, I want to come see you face to face.
What for?
I want to see you.
Oh, you're so weird.
It's only down the road, 20 minutes. Come on.
I keep telling you I don't want to be with you.
Hey, listen. Can we have a talk today?
No,
adult to adult.
About what?
I'll tell you when I see you.
You are
come on.
weird.
Should I come and see you today?
Well, I'm not well. Does that sound like...
Yeah, will you wear your hair down, please?
Oh, get out of here! Ow! Get him out immediately, guys! Out! Let me close this window, guys.
16 for you because she was talking to me. That's why it didn't work out for you. All these screenshots, like again, I don't know where the child's name is in the screenshot, so I'm not going to show them. I'll have to go through them and take it off. Unless you can see them. Yeah.
I'll go through them and
It's the ones where he's criticizing her, like about her child, talking about her kid. I think that's where she uses her daughter's name. This guy was still messaging her on TikTok and saying, don't tell the police. Are you going to tell the police that I've, reached out for you? We've seen these before. She continually asks him to leave her alone. He doesn't leave her alone. He then proceeds to go to her house. He proceeds to, if he's not able to get a hold of her at nighttime, because you see him at the window and stuff. And then what he started doing was, instead of going at nighttime, he would go during the day to catch her on school runs. He would say he was 10 minutes from her house. He's an abuser. There's nothing he can do or say or bring to this app that will ever defend or lessen anything that he's done as he is trying to put across. And I'm going to tell you why he's doing it. He doesn't give a shit. He thinks in his mind he's done nothing wrong, and he doesn't give a shit how he treats women, because that's...
Sorry, guys, this is repeating. Let me know if it is.
Sorry. The perspective he has on women. They're shit. They're garbage. That's what he treats them like. They're sexual objects. They're nothing to him, because he's also sexually not correct in the head. And nobody's fucking vanilla. You're just fucking sick. Because anybody that wants to pull on it during an autism live has got something fucking wrong. I'm going to go...
So that's one we played. Canadian Angie responds to the clip Alex plays. She says it proves nothing. It just makes you look stupid. I think we played that, haven't we?
Listen to it and listen to what he thinks.
CA talks about Alex being in Delusive's box and shooting his mouth off. CA says, I hope you're listening to this Delusive. Ricochet plays a recording.
So I just want to put this out there. Anyone that's been through domestic violence in any way, or domestic abuse, right? And he was going, oh yeah, listen to this. Are you there, Canadian? Are you there? Now I was like, you are fucking laughable at best. At best, you are fucking embarrassing yourself to no end. To no end. So let's listen, if you have it, Ricochet, where he's in Winifred's box with the Shallow Hal fucking thing.
Forward it.
Is the women going round saying justice for Alex and things like that?
Yeah.
Actually supporting him. That's scary.
Yeah. Because you know what he does? Just like he was trying to do on the app. And if you're smart enough, you're going to catch him out on his game, right? So he came out, remember the night? I don't know what my tomorrow's going to look like. I don't know if I'll be here. And still trying to threaten her. You know, I feel really, really scared for her and her child.
Shallow Hal is that woman that's called Shallow Hal with that guy. What's his name now? I forgot his name. It's with, oh God, I can't even remember the person who plays her. You know who I'm talking about.
Like inciting the hate, inciting someone to do something. That's what he was doing. He is the most manipulative, fucking narcissistic, abusive individual. His mind is so warped that he actually thinks he's the victim.
Thank you.
That is how fucked up this guy is. It's just crazy.
No, it's not Cameron Diaz. It's Gwyneth Paltrow. That's it. Yeah.
It's like a Smiller's mind. They can justify what they do, just like him. Just like him. I will call him the son of Sam. All right, so let's listen to what he said in Winifred's box today and what he played, and then we'll take it from there. Put on your bail conditions, yeah, and you've got an extended non-mall, yeah. But you had no problem today playing a recording, which went against your bail conditions, did it not? Oh, can't wait till you're fucking in jail, buddy. If you are an abuser, it is a well-established fact. Women will return to their abuser. Talk to the judge. The judge extended your non-mall, you fat prick.
God, I can't do the language. I'll get banned.
Hello. What do you want me to say? At least you know it's me, you fucking loser.
The fucking water. Should I play it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hey, what about this, love? It's about time I defended myself. You know your little friend? I'm doing it, I don't care. I'm done. I am done now, literally, of you trying to manipulate your chats and stuff, so...
You know what I think this is, and you've hit the nail on the head there. Toxic relationship. Both sides. Both toxic to each other.
Here it is. This was a month and a half after me leaving this woman alone. Just to let you know, when I got contacted off fake account, here we go.
The thing is, Steph, unfortunately, has not made herself a victim. If she is, because of what CA is putting out there. It's making him look like the victim. It's making everyone think, oh, this is just a toxic relationship where it's back and forth. If she hadn't said anything, silence is golden. Silence is golden. Is that the right phrase? Silence is golden? Oh, whatever. Anyway, if she hadn't said anything and sat there, she would have been 100% the victim. She would have been. Because people would be like, well, he doesn't stop talking, he's going in on her, he's talking. But now, because of what she's putting out to CA, it's just a back and forth to me. I think they're just as bad as each other. It's just a toxic relationship. Yeah.
Hello, Briggs. Hello. What do you want me to say? At least you know it's me, you fucking loser.
The fucking water. Should I play it?
Is this repeating or something or what?
What happened?
It's complaint twice.
Oh. Because I missed the whole first one. Because I walked away. But, okay, so this guy... Yeah, what does they say? He's strong and wrong? So, what he did was... He played a recording, right? Making it look like, and that wasn't a month and a half, so fuck off. He played a recording, making it look like she wanted him back. Like, did he say he was the one being stalked or something?
I'm not sure.
But once again, like I said, if you are scared, if you feel someone's dangerous, you wouldn't contact them at all. You wouldn't talk on them. You'd be too scared to talk on them. You wouldn't be saying, come over for a sleepover. You wouldn't be doing any of this. And she's a mother as well. You wouldn't do that at all.
You didn't listen. I didn't listen either. I don't remember what he said. Can you play it again? I'll listen. Can you play? Sorry, I had to walk away.
Okay. So, hey, what about this, love?
It keeps repeating.
It's about time I defended myself.
There's no defending you.
There's the humming.
You know your little friend? I'm doing it, I don't care, I'm done. I am done now, literally, of you trying to manipulate your chats and stuff. So, here it is. This was
It's near the end of the video. I don't think she plays it.
Yeah, I interact with...
So, Delusion, right, so that's it about the CA. If we've got any other videos, let me just have a look. Someone sent me something. I thought somebody sent me something. Oh, yes. What are these?
Listen to it.
Angie talks about Alex being into Lucy's pot and shit. Well, you've played that. Why am I getting these videos?
I'm going to go...
Seeing all these?
These are just... I'm not going to show them all anyway. I just got one out of them.
Seeing the messages. Listen, I don't feel there's a lot to the messages.
And he says...
I don't feel there's a lot of substance to the messages. There's no name calling. There's no abuse. There's none of that. You know, she hasn't blocked the person. And she has. She's blocked them. And then I don't know if she's unblocked them, because we see messages at the beginning. Then we see the... we can't see the date on them. So we don't know when they were. You know, she's replying. So there's not a lot of substance to these messages, really, apart from her saying, leave me alone, leave me alone. And I get maybe, yeah, he should have left her alone and not replied. He is his own worst enemy there. He should have not replied. But she's also messaging, getting in contact with him. You know, why? You know what I mean? I just feel they're just as bad as each other. No means no. Oh, absolutely, mob. But she's also contacting him, though, isn't she? About come for a sleepover and... you know, all that kind of thing. Yeah, I think they're just both as bad. I think she has a vendetta against him for whatever reason. She wants to get back at him. You know, she says, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. How many times has she said that? However, she's not leaving him alone either, because she's sending all these messages, all this to CA to play. So she's just using a third party to have a voice. So she's just as bad as him then. They're both talking on it. They both need to stop. You know, stop wasting the court system's time. It's thrown out. In my opinion, it's thrown out. They're just taking the piss, but yeah. The courts obviously think differently. No, I don't agree. Well, we don't know what the courts are saying. A non-mole, listen, a non-mole, a judge can grant just in case, because that will be on a judge if they don't grant a non-mole when something happens, right? So they would grant it just in case. In some situations, even though they haven't got clear-cut evidence, they might just grant it to protect that person if they were being abused, harassed, and everything else. You know, and to gather more evidence. You know, as far as I know, there's no court case. It's just a non-mole at this point. So I think, Alex, when that extended non-mole is over, then they'll decide if they've got the evidence together. Which they're probably still looking into, whether that's an NFA, you know, no further action will be taken, or there'll be a court case. If there's a court case, they have substantial evidence against Alex to take it further. But this is going to go so against her, all this that she has put out on social media, because this is her putting it all out there. So to me, it just looks like it's a back and forth. You know, you can't say things like leave me alone and then still talk on the person, or leave me alone and then reply to the person. If you say leave me alone, block. But it's not. She's messaging them back. And it's like then she'll say leave me alone, take a screenshot. Leave me alone, screenshot. You know what I mean? That's how it just comes across a little bit to me, that she's also replying, she's also talking about it. Just as bad as each other, in my opinion, yeah. Check my last post, illegal, what CA is doing. Well, CA's in Canada. Yeah, of course she can't be putting out this. It's illegal to be putting... We all know this. It is illegal to be putting out messages, voice notes, because these are private. This is also interfering with a court case. Well, no, actually, it's not interfering with a court case because there's no court case that's present as far as I know. But it's interfering with a police case. But what? The CA's not going to care. She's in Canada. Why do you think Steph sent it to CA? Think about it. Because she's not going to get done for it because she's in Canada. What are you going to do about her? Nothing. They'll just laugh at you. You know what I mean? They don't do really much about people in the UK, let alone someone in another country. So she knows what she's doing and who to send it to, who to speak it to, who's going to get that out there. I'm not gonna, because I'll probably get arrested. CA's going to do it. So I've seen all those videos, guys. Someone just sent me them, sorry. Anyway, let's move on. What we got? So we've played the CA situation. CA highlights reality. What's CA? A CA morning. CA highlights reality.
All on you for fuck's sakes. What are you sticking up for? A fucking judge saw the evidence and extended it?
No, a judge might not always see the evidence. I've explained this before. A non-mole, it depends. It has been extended, but it could have been extended, number one, to gather more evidence, and number two, to actually, to protect someone that they feel that may, and I capitals, may think has been harassed. Because, for example, say they extend them on non-mole, right? They will speak to Alex and they will ask, do you contest to this non-mole? He might have said, no, I don't contest to it. Just do it. Just continue with it. So he's probably gone, okay, no evidence required. If Alex has said, yes, I contest to it, then you need evidence. Yeah, it depends on the judge. It really does, because some judges really don't require evidence because your statement alone is evidence. That's your evidence alone. So you don't always need voice and messages, so video evidence, message. You don't always need that. It depends whether Alex contested to it or not. You know what I mean? It just really depends on the judge.
What are you sticking up for? What? Sorry, am I losing my fucking mind here?
See, you can remember you in Canada. It's different over this country.
What are you sticking up for? This is how fucking warped this guy's fucking head is. I'm gonna stick up for myself here. On what? What? Go tell that to the judge. The judge extended your non-mall, you fat prig.
Yep.
You've got bail conditions, you fat fuck. Make it make sense when the guy says now I'm gonna...
Yeah, but like I said, you can have bail conditions with no evidence being sent, no actual evidence, And I'll keep repeating that. Your statement alone is your evidence, and that's your words, and it depends on the judge. Sometimes it's just best to extend it to, further until the court case, if there's a court case.
To defend myself. On what? Defend yourself for what? Fucking Jesus. Fuck. Sorry, Rickshay. I'm going to walk away while you play that, and I'll be back.
Let's go for we.
Your little friend, I'm doing it, I don't care, I'm done. I am done now, literally, of you trying to manipulate your chats and stuff. So here it is. This was a month and a half after me leaving this woman alone. Just to let you know, when I got contacted off fake accounts, here we go.
Hello, Briggs.
Oh, this is it. You're going to play it.
Hello. What do you want me to say? This shirt's me, you fucking loser.
The fucking water. Should I play it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what about this?
I don't know why it keeps repeating.
From 2 years ago.
It keeps repeating that. Right, guys, we've spoken on the CA and Alex situation, and I'm going to sum it up. They're just as bad as each other. CA, if you really care about Steph, you'd stop talking about it. You would stop putting out messages there. She's ruined her case, in my opinion. But you did that, CA, because you would know that she shouldn't be putting out all of this, sending it to you. She sent it to you for a reason, to put it all over social media. No case. Right. Let's move on anyway, guys. We're going to talk about Faye. Miss Faye. Oh my God, I'm going to rip into Miss Faye this morning. If I can, my throat. Right. Did anyone watch Miss Faye, guys? I was cam 2ing it last night. Right, Miss Faye drama. I just don't know where we're going to go. Oh, we've got quite a lot to play, guys. What the helly? Oh, God. Right, in no particular order, guys. Right.
I have that. Watch.
Right. So Miss Faye went out last night and she got arguing with the bar staff. Well, I think the landlady. I don't know how it started. I might have the video here, but listen, no particular order.
When you get arrested, for transphobic abuse, because what you're doing to me is transphobia.
Really bigger than mine.
Did we hear that, guys?
I don't think it should be antagonizing.
There we go. There we go. So how is that fair, guys? How is that fair that they're mocking me for being transsexual? That's not okay, babe. No, babe, I come here to drink my drink. That was it. If they said to me that the bar is closed, I would have left.
We already said that to you.
No, you did not. And now you're fucking being transphobic. No. Get your fucking girlfriend outside. Guys, everybody, info at the Plough at Harrow, 0208 149 0428, transphobic fucking bar club. There we go. I'm a fucking intellectual fucking TikToker. Do you understand? I have over 100,000 followers. Are you?
See, for them, this is a difficult one for me, right? Because she said he's been transphobic, right? He called her a man. The thing is, right? If this woman, if Miss Faye, she's had an argument with the bar staff, right? The landlady, who's a woman. So if something started and a fight broke out, now is it right for someone to say this is disgusting because you're a man fighting a woman? Do you see what I mean? That's how I see it. Got the reaction they wanted. Faye got the reaction they wanted. Yeah, does that make sense what I'm saying? Because to me, if I bumped into someone and had an argument with someone, say Miss Faye, right, and I know that she's a trans woman, and we got into a physical fight, that would never happen, but just say we did, I probably would say, I'd probably say that, but you're a man, biologically a man, fighting a woman. That's how I would see it. I'm sorry, I would. And is it also transphobic? Because I always thought at first to misgender someone, now he knows she's a trans woman, I assume, is transphobic. But however, wait a minute, cannot someone have an opinion on the trans community or someone that is trans and say, I don't agree with it, and I won't call you a trans woman, in my eyes you're a man? Is that transphobic or is that an opinion? Do you know what I mean? However, I do, but putting that aside, I do feel she initiated it all. She initiated it because she could have walked away. She didn't walk away. She was wanting the content. She was wanting the views. Yeah. And I think she's trying to be like Savannah. So against the law, I don't know. Why can't people have an opinion though? Is it there? Is it, you're saying it's not transphobia? I think transphobia is maybe someone that's being bullied because they're transphobic. Because they're a man, because, they're being bullied for it. But I don't know. Having an opinion saying, no, I think you're a man. You cannot take someone's feelings away because the law is telling you there's, that you have to accept you don't have to accept the trans community. Of course you don't. But because the law is saying something, why should I accept it? Maybe I don't. I can have my opinion. And like I said, I've always stuck up for, I've always said no transphobia in my comments, and now they get blocked, and I've always had my opinions on it. I don't like it, I think each to their own. However, people surely are entitled to their opinion and say, well, you might be a trans woman by law, but I don't see you as a trans woman.
Crazy that you could sit here and talk to me like that. My name is Miss Faye. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Miss or Mister. There we go. We have it. I'm not even gonna. No, because you think it's okay to be disrespectful and transphobic here. When I sat there and I had
to be disrespectful after how you've spoken.
No,
clearly that's wrong. You've forgotten how much you're telling me to fuck off when I'm sitting there.
He was being rude to me and transphobically to me. Don't call him.
What if she had a fight with that landlady and she's with that lady is a biological woman? What if she's of that, can you not then say, but wait a minute, you're a trans woman and you're fighting with a woman? Do you not think that's wrong? Because I think that's wrong. Just because you've got long hair and makeup on. Just because you've got long hair and makeup on, if you want to have a fight with me, why? You are biologically a man. And what, I'm now being transphobic?
I asked you.
Keep calling, guys. Keep calling. Keep calling. Oh wait, yeah, we've got you on camera. Exactly. You've just been transphobic.
And I would never set out to be transphobic to anyone, but I would think that. I'm not going to lie. If I got into a fight with someone like Miss Faye, I'd be like, well, of course you're going to win because you're biologically male. Of course I'm going to think that. You know, I don't think that's transphobic. You know, I think she initiated it. She started it. She could have walked away many, many times. She didn't. She wanted an argument. She wanted a fight. And she wanted them to say something. And she did it all for the views. And I think it was disgusting what she did last night. She also got everyone to go to the website of this pub and write bad reviews. Phone them. She doxed their phone number, so everyone was phoning them, and they got one star on their website for their business. This is a fucking business, man. This is a pub earning a living, just like we all are, earning a living, right? You know, putting bread and butter on their fucking table, and you got Miss Faye because she wants some fucking views, sitting there doxing their address, a phone number and address, where everyone's now writing all these disgusting reviews about the pub, and a lot of them hadn't even seen what had happened, but they're still writing these reviews. I stand by that man. I don't know who he is, but the male, I stand by that man because she instigated it. I'm not saying she deserves to get hit. Nothing, no, I'm not saying that. But however, he snapped. He asked you to leave many times. You would not leave their property.
Me.
Oh, go away. Do you know how rude you've been to me?
Go away. They've asked you, leave us alone. Now you're harassing them. Leave me alone. She's told you that.
It's been transphobic.
Have you forgotten?
There literally is 7,000 people that's just been 7,000 people on this live stream that's just witnessed him being transphobic. Okay. Exactly. Guys, that's okay. Transphobia, yeah? 0208 149 0284. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. This guy, hello, is transphobic. Yeah? Yeah, he has. He's been transphobic. So there we go.
I'm embarrassed you was.
No, babe, I sat down and had my drink.
Oh, you didn't just sit down.
So how was I trying?
That drunk, you can't.
Tell me how. Tell me word by word what I did. Tell me word. Yeah, we will.
You'll find out.
Yeah, we will.
We have got it all on camera.
Leah, babe, you're a fucking menace. You ain't letting me in. You're being rude. You're being disrespectful, and you're allowing your person to be disrespectful.
Seriously.
This woman is an embarrassment to the trans community. You're an embarrassment to the trans community. Let me tell you why, Miss Faye. You're using your trans status to try and win an argument. That's what you're doing. You think you can just grow your hair, put on some makeup, right? And then sit there saying, oh my God, they've been transphobic to me. Oh my God, they've been transphobic to me. You use that trans card all the time. You keep using it. They were not transphobic to you. They had enough of you. They told you to leave and you would not leave. But you're sitting there acting like you're a I've got to be careful what I say here, an actual biological woman talking to a woman, a biological woman, in the way that you're talking to them. I've got to be careful because I do stand with the trans community, guys, and you know I do. Any kind of comments get blocked. I've had many debates of people being transphobic, and I honestly, it really does make me mad. But this woman is an embarrassment to the trans community, and she uses this card constantly. I'm a woman. You're a trans woman, okay? You're a trans woman. This man, I stand by, you tried to ruin his business. That's what you did, because you, love, wouldn't leave.
Hey man, it's funny when you get behind the bars, babe, isn't it? It's gonna be really funny. Yeah, because I ain't gonna fucking... Yeah, that's okay. You think you're funny. When they come up and they tell me what's happened, then please, I would tell them.
He didn't. I don't think he hit her. I think he tried to snatch the phone.
Tell them. Tell them.
See, as you can see, they're all putting the address in here as well. And I think that you using your platform for this way to try and ruin a person's business is disgusting. When they're trying to make money, you are a nuisance. Yeah, you're a menace to society, going to these pubs, doing what you're doing. They asked you to leave, you did not leave. Okay, and then now you want to cry. Transphobia.
I have that. Watch. When you get arrested, for transphobic abuse, because what you're doing to me is transphobia. Really bigger than mine. Do we hear that, guys? I don't think it should be recognized. There we go.
Listen, this man doesn't have to accept the trans community. He can have an opinion. You can't put that on him. If that's his opinion, that's his opinion. He's not bullying you for it. He's just stating, I don't see you as a woman. Hey, that's his opinion. To me, that's not transphobia. That's what that's what I see anyway. To me, transphobia is someone being bullied for their gender, which I do not allow on my platform.
So how is that fair, guys? How is that fair that they're mocking me for being a transsexual? That's not okay, babe. No, babe, I come here to drink my drink. That was it. If they said to me that the bar is closed, I would have left.
We already said that to you.
No, you did not. And now you're fucking being transphobic. No. Get your fucking girlfriend outside. Guys, everybody inside at the Plough at Harrow.
Get your girlfriend outside. What are you going to do to the girlfriend? He has an opinion. He don't see you as a woman. That's an opinion. I don't believe it's transphobia. My opinion. You can't. If that's how he feels, that's how he feels.
1490428 transphobic fucking bastard. There we go. I'm a fucking intellectual fucking TikToker. Do you understand? I have over 100,000 followers. Are you crazy that you could sit here and talk to me like that? My name is Miss Faye. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Miss or Mister. There we go. We have it. We have it. I'm not even gonna. No, because you think it's okay to be disrespectful and transphobic abusive when I sat there and I had to be disrespectful after you've spoken. No,
I don't think it's transphobia. I don't. How is it transphobia? Oh, Frankie. That's Frankie. Hi, Frankie. You alright?
How are you, Angie? I just want to ask you a little request, if possible.
Oh, okay.
Can you stop copying everything I'm doing?
Why? What are you doing?
I'm going to church next week to get blessed. What else am I doing? I'm going to go to. I'm going to Epping. I'm going to Epping Forest.
Frankie, can I ask you a serious question?
Of course you can, mate.
I want your honest opinion, right? So, I'm doing the FYP and watching the Miss Faye drama last night, right? Now, she said this man was transphobic to her because he called her a man. Now, I see it as an opinion because I just think just because the law says something doesn't mean that you see it that way as well. So, would you say that's transphobic?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Right. He called her a man. She's a trans woman, isn't she? There was a lot of drama with Miss Faye last night.
Oi, Angie, I know what you're doing here, mate. You are a very clever one. You're trying to wheel me in, buddy. I see what you're doing. You've got your fishing rod there and you're trying to hook me in, aren't you? I'll tell you my honest opinion, mate. I couldn't give two fucks, so I'll stay well out of that one. You know what I'm saying?
I feel people use that card all the time. Do you know what I mean? Here's Leroy. I feel they use the card all the time.
Frankie, don't answer any questions.
Yeah, Leroy, I'm mate. This is a no comment situation.
No comment on this one. He's trying to drag you down.
No comment.
He's trying to cancel your platform.
I was about to give him a police report. Yeah.
Hey, I said this. Hey, she's a very clever woman, man. She thought, okay, Frankie wants to do in real life content. I'll finish him before he begins.
Yeah.
I knew what she was up to there, buddy. So no comment from me, Angie.
Where are you going, Frankie?
Church.
I've been to the gym. I'm off to Argos now.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. That's
He's getting a
exciting.
Ouija board.
I'm going to
get a Ouija board because I'm doing Ouija board content as well.
Piss off, that's what
I'm also thinking of going to a graveyard as well one time.
Oh, no, I'm not going to
No, they are them ones.
And I'm thinking of going to a pub with OG Mikey and Johnny as well. So stop copying what everything I'm doing, okay?
Ollie will pull up.
No, you know the Go Ape. I think it would be fun. How are you going to camp too, though, if you're so high up?
We can have a chest.
I'll have I've rang them. I've got a chest strap. I've told them I'm going to be doing it. They said no problem.
Oh, a chest strap? Yeah, I'm still going to do the Go Ape, but not yet. I'm going to go to a haunted house first.
I'm doing a haunted house as well.
What? You guys do it together.
Doing the same one.
Angie, are you watching me on a burner account and copying everything I'm doing?
You're copying me, you know what? The thing is, Frankie, I had a bit of banter. I had a joke, and now people are running with it. What the hell?
Yeah, mate, I'm only bantering as well. Listen, everyone's entitled to do what they want, and I'll be honest with you, mate. If you do start doing stuff, fair play to you, because you've got to live your life. We're only on this world once. It's not good for your mental health or your physical health sitting in the room.
Yeah, I want to actually do activities. I'm going to do the Go Ape. I'm going to do a haunted house. And I've got another thing that I've got planned, which I'm not telling anyone, but yeah, a few things.
Yeah, well, what I'd say to you, Angie, obviously I don't drink, so when people do drink, but do you know when you're doing content, try and keep the alcohol out of it because people will enjoy you more. I'll be honest with you. You're a better person when you're not drinking.
Yeah, you know what happened though, Frankie, with the Central London, don't you? It was too expensive. I had all the activities. I had a boat ride. I had this other activity. We had the cable car. We had all this. We had all a Go Ape, but it was too expensive for some people coming. They couldn't stay 2 months in London. So I said, well, what we're going to do? We're going to just have to make the evening of it because it was just too pricey. So I said,
well, it is, mate. You've got the wrong people around you then because me and No Face are leaving on Friday from London, racing to the top of the Eiffel Tower and back in one day, and it's cost me and him just for one train £600. We've put that out of our own pocket. We're willing to do that. You've got people around you that want everything for fucking free.
Yeah,
we're going to the top of the on Friday. Only public transport. We're not allowed to take taxis. We're not allowed to drive. Only public transport from London, St Pancras up to the Eiffel Tower, to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and back to London. First one to do it.
Oh, well, that'll be a good one.
Only public transport.
London is expensive, yeah, but that's so. Only transport. Did you say is a train?
We're only transport, so we can use pedal bikes, train, bus. You can't use a taxi. And the community is right. When we're racing against each other, if they send a gift, the other person has to stand still for a certain amount of time, so they get the other person gets a head start.
That's easy because the Eurostar takes you all the way to Paris.
Yeah, then what do you do when you get to Paris, mate? You see how busy it is.
Yeah.
And you've got to get up there. You can't use the lift. You've got to use the stairs. There's challenges on the way. There are a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
I know deep in your heart you're thinking, wow, that's good content, but you're going to say it's not. I know you might have.
Actually, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say that's actually good content.
Oh, thank you, Angie, mum.
That's something I will watch, yeah.
Are you going to be doing it soon?
No, I couldn't do that, no. I don't. I'll keep mine to the UK. Like I said, I want to do something scary, like you can't do the maze because you can't. The thing is, live streaming is limited, isn't it?
No, you can do the maze, Andrew. You have to message them and tell them you're a content creator. That'll do a separate time for you.
Yeah, I'll ask them. Yeah, but I've got a haunted house. I want to do something scary because I'd shit my pants.
If you just get the right people around you, Angie. If people are saying it's too expensive to come to London and they're sitting on TikTok every day of the week on the popular, mate, they're being a bit tight, mate. Because where's that money going?
The people you ask on money, then. The people you ask on money.
Yeah, the people you ask have got money as well.
Now they make bank on.
No, see, you've got to pull out to get back.
Yeah, we'll see, innit? We'll see.
It's like asking someone to set up a business and they don't want to put no money. I mean, you're not going to go into business with them, are you?
Exactly.
Yeah, I've got one with Torian coming up anyway. So that'll be cool.
Good. What are you doing? Because I can copy it then.
There's something scary.
What are you thinking of doing, mate? Because I can do it then.
Well, I have got an idea.
Just let me know whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, just let me know or say it on your platform, because I'll have people watching you, and then you do it. I'll do it quick.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be good. Because I'm scared. I'd love to do something scary. Yeah. But I'm not spontaneous like yourself.
Snipe this one.
I mean, I'm not that. Huh?
Say that again, mate. Say that again.
I'm not spontaneous like you. I don't do bungee jumping. I'm not doing any of that. No. No.
You can be though, mate. People put. No way.
No jumping out of planes.
That'll be the ending of Delusive Angie.
No, my luck. Someone would tamper with the parachute.
Yeah, I would. I'd definitely put some holes in that parachute.
Hey, thank you, Bean, Sammy,
Thank you,
Gilgan, Maria,
Noel,
Kathy, Tash,
Ali,
Joanne, Donna, Lauren, Sarah, anyone on private, thank you.
I'm going to go continue to do the FYP.
Alright then, guys.
Yeah.
Take care. See you in a bit. See you later, Levo. See you in a bit.
Bye, mate. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Alright, let's carry on playing there. There we go.
No.
You clearly that drunk. You've forgotten how much you're telling me to fuck off when I'm sitting there.
He was being rude to me and transphobically to me. Don't call him.
I asked you.
Don't call him. Keep calling, guys. Keep calling. Keep calling. Oh, wait. Yeah, I've got you on camera. Exactly. You've just been transphobic to me.
Oh, go away. Do you know how rude you've been to me?
He's just been transphobic.
Have you forgotten?
There literally is 7,000 people that's just been 7,000 people on this live stream that's just witnessed him being transphobic. Okay. Exactly. Guys, that's okay. Transphobia, yeah? 0208 149 0284. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. This guy, hello, it's transphobic. Yeah? Yeah, he has. He's been transphobic. So there we go.
And what about you was?
No. Babe, I sat down and had my drink.
Oh, you didn't just sit down.
So how was I trying?
You're that drunk, you can't.
Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me
Sorry, I didn't realise we were peeing. So that's what's happened, guys, with the Miss Faye situation. Let me find another video. One sec. Here. So where's the one where he hits her? He hits the phone, I think, to be fair.
Oh. Tuna. I just had tuna. Hey, baby. Where are you driving? I'm a fucking now. Kiss me. Hi, baby. Knocking on heaven.
Out. What else we got? Is that all the Miss Faye situation? Is that all we got with the Miss Faye? We had a lot more. I think that's it. Is that it? Wait a minute, let's have a look in here. That's it. We watched that one. That's all of Miss Faye. Oh, there was a lot more. But anyway, we did come to it last night, didn't we? So, okay, what else we got? Right. We're gonna. What's this about? Mum on the Run.
December 2024, when I found out about the naked pictures of my son,
I am writing to make a direct safeguarding referral for Cairo Matthews' date of birth, Blackburn and Darwin Social Services. I am writing to make a direct safeguarding referral regarding my 2-year-old son, Cairo Matthews, due to significant concerns about his safety and welfare. Detailed concerns. I've been experiencing persistent stalking and harassment for 3 years, which has directly impacted my child's safety. 2. Specific child protection concerns. Within the last 6 weeks, an unknown individual has taken multiple naked photographs of my son while we were staying at a hotel in Thailand. These inappropriate images have been distributed to individuals who have been harassing me. I first discovered these images through a public post on Haley Comet's TikTok, which has caused me extreme distress. Additional safety risks. There are online discussions suggesting that these individuals have paid somebody to spy on us in Thailand.
I don't want to talk about kids. These women need to get off TikTok, honestly. They really need to get off TikTok because it is mentally not well in the head. Mentally not well in the head. Right, honestly, there's constant kids in it. Right, let's talk about Pearl. I just don't, it's depressing. I don't want to talk, shit, the noise, what's it? The noise. Pearl says App has gone rank steering mad, praising a man for coming on screen and showing his face. Pearl has knocked off her set.
Right. Only flattering, for fuck's sake. Listen, he can work on losing weight. He can fucking work on it, right? But to sit for all these years on the app behind that fucking green screen and everybody's giving him a round of applause. I've put loads of sketchy comments on bits of things because I mean, do you know, if it was a little kid and they were a bit on the plumpish side, and everybody knows what I call one of them.
Who thinks that Pearl will have Alex in her box soon? Happy face, you think he will be in a box again. Sad face, you don't.
My grandchildren, me fatty, right? So I've even had to stop calling him that. Anyways, when the kids feels a bit like the kids has taken the piss out, and then you'll say, come on, it's all right, you can lose weight, don't worry about it. They usually get that bit of inspiration in them, right, and then do it. And if they don't, and they're happy with themselves, so be it. But for a big hairy-assed fucking man at 45-year-old to sit, and he was sitting last night, hey, my racing girl, he was sitting last night and saying, so, do you think I look okay? What's the comment saying, Leva? Thank you, my top girl. Thanks, me Bobby. Thank you, my Sharon. Do you think I look all right? And then he keeps going on there, he's handsome. Piss off. Listen, nobody's...
For people that said no, she won't have him in the box, she had him in the box a week ago.
Saying there's anything wrong with your looks, but stop getting yourself above your stations, handsome. Now come on there. Something like the fucking gummy bears. Where's them clipping teeth gone anyways? That's what I want to know. And he's talking like funny, strange again. So I don't know if the other teeth make him talk properly, or did he have the teeth in and they make him talk like he's a card. I can't keep up to him in his teeth. I'll tell the truth, I can't. But the app has gone absolutely fucking rank staring mad at praising a man up for coming on camera because he come on because somebody had catched him on a live and he said...
Yeah, but you have made him that victim, if that's what you want to call it. You have made him that way because, obviously because of what you and CA talk about. So you have made him, people feel they need to support him when he comes on camera. So you just do it to yourself. It's like the Just for Men one. She's going to have a reply, she's a reaction. She has a right to have a reaction. But she sits on 80 viewers. You're just going to push her viewers up in you. So you're your own worst enemy, really. Same with Alex. People support Alex because of the things that come out of your mouth. So they see him as a victim. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he's not, guys.
Was very unflattering. Big up my racing girl. Thank you, me baby. Thank you, everybody, for the presence. But honestly, and it's all of the fucking green art brigade. Dad's army.
Le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé, le phoque m'a poussé.
That's disgusting. what the fuck? Somebody was saying that on the live stream. Oh, thanks, sweet babs.
Fuck ma poussée, le fuck ma poussée, le fuck ma poussée, le fuck ma poussée, le fuck ma poussée.
Put your mouth around it.
Big up, mate. Oh, God, no. Do you know?
You're saying that about Alex and Pearl, I think. Yes. That's hilarious, isn't it? Right, what have we got?
That happened to that church.
Pearl is furious that Jaleesa Angie went into church this morning with a t-shirt saying the cult across it and the song gives...
Trollop in that church this morning, that song come on while she was in a blessed church on a Sunday morning worship, and she went in cult across the fucking t-shirt. How disrespectful was she? How fucking disrespectful. Hey, my dirt, I've just got Winnie back out. She's had another little piddle. She's had a tablet in some cheese. We give her all the chicken breast to cook chicken, and we had to still disguise it in the cheese. I'm telling everybody honest, I was on with you this morning and asking you because your dog went through the same thing, and honestly, I swear to God, I loved my dirt for that because she's talked us through it. She calmed me down. I never had the sleep out of my fucking eyes. I was like a witch, and she's saying something, and I'm saying, let me just go and get my phone and ring Dirt. She'll know what to do. We was panicking over the dog. Thank you, me baby. So, yeah, disrespectful Kate going into the morning mass with the delusive cult across here, sitting on a live fucking stream, and then for them horrible songs to come through while she's telling everybody she's being blessed off the priest. She should have, when combusted, that's what she should have done when she walked in, ignorant little pig, taking the piss out of people's religions. And she just kept going, it looks creepy, so does your fucking bedroom, but nobody said it.
What the hell? First of all, I forgot that I had that t-shirt on when I went into the church. I went to the supermarket and I thought, and I saw a cemetery, and I was saying this church, because churches do look creepy, they do, from the outside a lot, and it's a very old church, and they can look that way, and I thought, I'd really want to go to the cemetery, because it looked creepy, and then I saw the church was open. I didn't even think about the top I had on, to be honest with you, and I can't remember the songs that I got sent to me. I didn't even realise. I had my volume low anyway, so even if people did, nobody heard it. There was no malice involved. I thought it was quite nice. I felt very welcomed. But then the guy said to me, I was about to leave, and I'm going to go now. No, he said to me, you got a blessing. You got to go for a blessing. And then before you know it, I'm in this queue, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh no. And I'm thinking, I've got to walk out. How do I just walk out when I'm in the queue? And I'm like, and I'm looking around, I'm thinking, Angie, I'm stuck. If I walked out, that would be really disrespectful to walk away. So I carried on in the queue, which is but my intention was not to be disrespectful at all. I'd never disrespect any religion, I felt very welcomed in there, it was lovely. But then next minute I was kneeling down, I thought, oh God, Angie, what have you got yourself into? Then I came off my live, and then I got blessed. And I had bread and wine. It gave me bread and wine. I'm going to go there again Sunday. No, I'm not going to go on live, but I'll go there on Sunday because I felt very welcomed in there. I felt at peace in there, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have had my t-shirt on, but like I said, I weren't intentionally going to the church. I was going to the supermarket. Then I realised I was in the wrong church because I wasn't too sure if it was a priest or I wasn't too sure. And then I just realised, oh shit, to myself, I'm not even in the right church. So, but then as I walked out, when I realised, this is what happened, honestly guys, when I realised I was in the wrong church, I thought, oh shit, I'll leave. And then, because I am I'm not religious, but I do believe in God, right? And I'm a Christian. And I went to walk out. And then the man came up to me. You got to get blessed. He probably thought, I don't know what he was thinking. I went, And then next one I was on the queue. And I was getting blessed by a priest. But I didn't know. I thought I was in the church. I thought it was in the Church of England. Yeah, I was in a Catholic church. I didn't realise I was in the wrong church. I've always seen the church, but I didn't know what church it was. But I'll go there again Sunday because I felt very welcome. And the reason I stayed is because I didn't want to be disrespectful and walk out the queue and leave. Because I think that would have been more disrespectful if I left. It was an innocent mistake. But however, I'm going to go there Sunday and I'm going to sit there and have an actual service. Yeah, because they were so welcoming. There was no intention, guys, to be disrespectful at all. That wasn't my intention. I'm just stupid. And I just forgot I even had that t-shirt on. I weren't mocking anything. I weren't taking the piss. I weren't doing any of that. I really liked it. Yeah. And besides, they welcomed me in there. You're not blaming God for your phone, no. I'm not going to go live. But it wasn't my intention for content. I didn't do it content. I just had them say, oh, look at this, the church is open, let's go and have a look at that kind of thing. That was it. Jesus told me to come. Exactly. So I'm going to go this Sunday. No, I'm not going to go live. But I'm going to get another blessing. Don't act, exactly. Someone has put, don't let people who act like devils educate you on being holy. Exactly. You can go into any church. At the end of the day, I think I was respectful. I just forgot I had the t-shirt on. My mum's always wanted to go to church. Honestly, he was lovely, the guy. And the priest was amazing, lovely. Yeah. I'll be a changed woman. I find God. Yeah. I might even convert. Absolutely. They're lovely people, the priest, and yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'm Catholic and you didn't do anything wrong. Thank you, Snowflakes. It wasn't my intention, though, anyway. Even if people thought I did, it wasn't my intention to do anything wrong. I wanted to go in. I didn't realise I was in the wrong church because I'm not a Catholic, I'm a Christian. But, yeah, I might convert. I'm going to go this Sunday. Okay, I went in angry, came out, yeah, peaceful. Yeah. Yeah, it was my first communion. It wasn't a blessing, it was my communion, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly. I can say you did nothing wrong. Thank you. I didn't. The thing is, it wasn't my intention. Even if people were offended, it wasn't my intention because I forgot I had the t-shirt on. Go to the oh my God, I really do want to confess. I would love to go to a confession box. Catholics are Christians. Yeah, it's just a different form of Christianity. True. But I think I might convert. And that's not me mocking at Pearl. I just felt very welcome. More welcome than when I go into, other churches. I'll be there all day, yeah. And I'm not mocking, honestly, I'm being serious. I honestly felt very welcome in there, yeah. So I think I might convert, yes. All right, so there you go, Pearl.
Tap that screen. She took communion. No, she never, my kid. Honestly, she ended up with a bellyache for a solid week.
But I don't know what it was. This guy, I swear to God, he was sitting near the door. He was the organiser or something, getting paperwork and all that in front of him. And when I realised it was a priest, I'm in the wrong church, I tried to exit. And then he went, I swear to you, he said, you need to do, he said blessing. He said it was a blessing. Yeah, I was, and I was trying to exit, and he wouldn't let me exit. It was honestly, it was like a calling, and for some reason, like, kind of thing. And next minute I was in the queue, and I thought I was going to walk out, but I thought, okay, this man standing near the door is going to be more disrespectful if I walked out. So I stayed. But however, I do feel, and this is not me mocking it, I feel like someone was telling me to stay. Well, he was telling me to stay. So I felt like it was a bit of a sign. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go this. I'm not going to go live, obviously, but I'm going to go this Sunday as well. I feel like it was meant to be. Yeah. I'm sure we said blessing. I might have got that wrong then. We're all
Honest to God. I hope she gets the shits for a week for that. I wouldn't wish no bad on her, but I hope she gets the shits for taking communion when she's not even a Catholic. Proper fucking disrespectful. That's like somebody walking into a mosque, and I'm going to say this, eating a bacon sandwich. You wouldn't do it. So why is she doing that to go into a Catholic church on a live stream saying it's creepy?
No, I only set in and I put it on me, but then I came off when I went in the queue. I came off then. But I wasn't saying the church was creepy, Pearl. The outside the building, because it's a very old church, very old. And you've got this old cemetery, the church outside. We all say that about churches. I hope you get diarrhea, Pearl.
Go and getting communion, dirty troglodyte for that. I swear to God, what a dirty troglodyte. I hope she gets the shits for a week and her ass is on fire.
When I walked in, I didn't realise. I thought it was Church of England. I don't know. I didn't realise until I saw the priest. And I thought, I think I'm in the wrong church. But like I said, I tried to exit, and then he got me in the queue. And I thought it'd be more disrespectful walking out. He was probably telling me to convert. I don't know. But then he was telling me to leave. I couldn't just walk out when I was in the queue.
With the delusive cult. Because she is a disgrace. She's an absolute disgrace for doing that. But never mind, our blessed Lord, he doesn't pay his debts back with money. Thank you, me babbies, thank you. I
don't think it was going complete. I don't think it was disrespectful at all, Pearl. I don't, because if you are religious, which you are, Pearl, you also know that God accepts everybody, and for people to discover God and whether and Christianity or someone that is a Catholic, they go into a church. I've gone into a mosque. I'm not Muslim. So, do you know what I mean? And I'm going to go there Sunday, and I don't care what you think, Pearl. No, I'm not going to go live, but yeah. Hey, Lady Di, are you here? Oh, yeah, there you are.
Hey, Rand, let me just explain why she was probably upset, but you weren't to know. Usually the day before you take communion, you go to confession. So if you take bread and wine off the priest, it's classed as a sin. That's why. But on the other hand, you got a lot more out of it. Like, you're saying today you might go again. So no priest would condone, he wouldn't be upset with you. But it's just classed as a sin. That's why some Catholics might be upset.
People are saying that's not true.
What isn't?
People here saying it's not true.
I've been a Catholic all my life. All my life. I can promise you it is true. It's considered a sin if you've not made your first Holy Communion.
Guys, I did not know these things. I just went into a church because I've always wanted to go to a church. Like I've gone to a mosque. I'm not Muslim, right? I've always wanted to go to the church to see what it's about. And they were very welcoming, very lovely people. And then next minute he told me to get into this queue. That's all it was. And then I came off my live because I didn't want to put the rest on because I only put myself on, and that was it.
Yeah,
that was it. I mean, people live stream praise of what's that one on a Sunday? Praise the Lord or whatever, something like that. Praise something like that. Yeah. Oh, do I have to go and confess it? Why not?
Thank you. Bye. No, yeah, sorry, Anne. Somebody knocked at the door. I promise you do need to. There is a few steps that you need to take before you get communion.
Songs of praise, yes, that's the one.
No priest is going to be upset with you. Don't worry. You sound like you got more out of it than most people.
Songs of praise, yeah, they put it on live stream. Songs of praise.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't know when I walked in. I've gone to many churches like Central London, massive, beautiful churches. I've gone in all of them. Well, not all of them, but I've gone in a mosque. I haven't gone into a temple though, but I've gone into lovely churches.
Yeah, there are some nice. Don't you feel peaceful when you come out of church though?
Hey, listen, like I said, there was no bad intentions. I just, like I said, I felt very welcome in there.
Yeah, it's lovely to go to church.
I think he knew that I wasn't really religious, though, and maybe it's him telling me come because he knew I wasn't religious.
So somebody's saying yes, it's classed as a mortal sin. I don't understand why some people are saying it's not a sin and you can do it, and others are saying it is. But I promise you, Ange, I've been a Catholic all my life, and that is the steps that you take.
Yeah, but even with steps that you take, it's not that deep walking into a church.
It's not. Don't worry about it.
In the box, so one sec. Oh, they've gone. Have they gone? No, they're still. Hello?
I don't think they know. It's not that deep. As I said, you'd be welcomed into the church. I promise you that. But yeah, I'm going to jump down. I just wanted to explain from somebody who's probably quite into the faith.
Exactly. How do people learn if they don't go in? Exactly.
Yeah. So, God would be very happy with you.
I think he realised that I wasn't religious. That's why he was calling me in. I think he knew.
Well, yeah, there you go. It's a calling, Angie. We need to get you baptised into the church and we can have a big party then. All right, I'm jumping out. See you later.
If that was the case, yeah, exactly. If that was the case, why is he telling me to get into the queue? That doesn't make sense because he obviously knows that I'm not religious. So he knew that. So why, if Lady Di is saying that that's the truth, why did he tell me to go? It doesn't make sense. Who wants the? Oh, Lulu's back in. Yeah, there's a blessing. It was a blessing, yeah. It was a blessing, guys. It wasn't communal. Why do you keep saying communal? He said blessing. Hello, what do you keep requesting the box love to get in for? And you're not here? A blessing is in communion. Yeah, so a blessing. So anyone can be blessed. Blessed me, yeah.
We're out with Mikey. Don't you dare come in here pretending you don't know what's going on. You disrespectful mate who you were out with last night. She wants to stop fucking mocking the Catholic religion. She should have combusted. That's what should have happened when she walked into a blessed, holy place of worship, and especially on a Sunday morning, she should have combusted. That's what she should have done.
Yes, so thank you. I was welcomed in the church. Thank you very much, Pearl. Oh, you can't see it, sorry.
On a live stream, never knew, only came on now. I'm not even listening to your lies this morning, Mikey. Because you sit and call her all kinds, then couldn't wait to get out with her.
Come and join the fun. Word searches about.
Hi, everybody. Very bad taste it was. It was very bad taste. Hey, my Laura. Very, very bad taste. Anyway, wait till I get my iPod. Cause we will.
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, I've had my opinion on it. I don't care what you have to say, Pearl. Okay, I've gone into many churches, so please don't tell me not to go into a church. If I feel like I want to go to church, I will. And they made me very welcome, and they said it was a blessing. Okay, I was blessed, Pearl. I don't know what the church name was. It's just a hypocrite, isn't it? You should never insult anyone that wants to go to church. Exactly. Why are you insulting me? I don't know the ins and outs. Do you know what I mean? Of what you can and can't do when going to church, and all of this kind of things. But however, no one should be refused to go to church. Yeah. You're mocking me now? It wasn't that deep. Like I said, I just went in there because I wanted to check out the cemetery. I've gone into many churches in central London, and, with Dracula, the woman that wrote that, I saw her grave. So, yeah. Churches should be welcoming, and they were. So there you go, Pearl. And I'm going to go there Sunday as well, Pearl. Right, what's we got next? Pearl says Chippy and Alex have body shamed anyone they've come across. Top Girl joins the box, and then Fraser.
Does this, that, and the other? How's he getting all of this story if he's got things about himself? He wouldn't meet anybody. So that's a heap of shit. That's where he's play acting to get your money off yous on here. That's what it is, play acting. I'd be mortified if a woman was talking about me like that. Which woman? Who are you on about? Me? Why are you body shaming anyone? So, Jane Edinburgh, wait there. Why are you body shaming anyone? Me body shaming. So, from Pippi to AB, who's body shamed everybody they've ever come against. So now he's sitting, and when people's got an opinion on me, I'll go back, well, we have our opinions, and if you don't like that, my Jane from Edinburgh, this isn't the room for you. So, is that what you were saying to us? Wait there, where's Jane from Edinburgh? Because we are friends on this account, so I just don't want to come on. Let me have a little look. Where's she gone? There she is. Right, here, I've asked you to come in, Babby. Continue. I've let you jump up me, Babby. Because I hope you went into Pippi's and said this to Pippi, and I hope that you've went into AB's and said this to AB when he's doing it all. No, I want to hear from her mouth because I don't like to... You know how I get everything wrong. Do you want to get up, Jane from Edinburgh? I have Jane from Edinburgh. Mods, do one of you want to try and put her in again? I have requested her to come to the box because if she's got a problem, I'd rather her jump in the box and come and tell me all about it. He's done it for years on this app, and why should anybody be shut down now from having an opinion on him? When he's had the worst opinions of people. I heard him turn around and saying, and you let anybody come and pull a video where I've body shamed rather than in response. If you were that bad on body shaming, just like I was trolled over my dog, I still wouldn't go back to about their dogs because that's not their dog's fault, right? Why would you go back with body shaming if it's not a part of who you are? Well, I'm sorry, you've done it to people for years. Expect a load of fucking shit.
Just a quick one before I jump down. Can any of the simps not jump in here and shut us down when one of the simps messaged Fraser calling his girlfriend fat, this, that and the other because of Alex as well? So let's not, because Fraser come with receipts yesterday. So any of the simps come in here, go to the other simp who went and started talking about Fraser's girlfriend.
Anybody with the green hearts can come and get in the box. The simps are blocked from this live because it's Shelley, Kelly and Camel, and it was what the fuck do you call it, that one that ride and dies eye for him. Oh man, I've got it.
Can somebody share the live to Fraser just so he can show us this message about his girlfriend? Women going for women, but when we go
Crazy
for
Welsh.
Crazy Welsh, she's another one, yeah.
That one, she is. And then
Daisy as well.
Oh, yeah. Died. Anyways, so the simps know who they are. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're blocked out of it. For any of the brigade, you can get in. Nobody's got you blocked out the room. Nobody. But you're more than welcome to come in and tell us what's going wrong. Hi, Babby.
You sure tell that message that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Tell a big box in, Pearl.
Yeah, go on.
I've got to take her out to do effects now on this.
So Alex is allowed to rip women's looks apart and wait, but he's crying for being called fat. Well, it looks that way, Fliss. Well, I'm sorry, I ain't shutting nobody down in here for calling him that when he's gone at everybody for fucking years.
Wait a minute, someone's put, Angie, the church you went to was a Protestant church. It was St. Mary's. St. Mary's is, I don't know, guys. I don't know how do you know what church you went to?
Read it out, buddy.
You fat prick. So this is John McDonald. Fraser, move your face. You fat prick, sending pics around of Alex when he didn't want to be shown. Your woman is a dog and all. You can't say shit, you will. Trying to suck up to the clique. They can't stand you. You will soon see.
Oh my dear.
Can I just
put it out there? Fraser's
Can I just...
Hello, go on.
Look how many times they've seen me.
Hi,
Right, listen, can I just state, I just want to state one thing. I don't care. I don't care what people say about me. I do not care.
You, top girl. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, the moment you want to go at my missus for something, I will not sit by, right, as a man and let someone go at my missus for fuck all.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Listen, it's just like me. We all do it to other people on here. So when it comes back to me, I'll sit and I will take it on the chin, right? Because I give it out. I should be expect. And that's why I said to Pippi, no, the Pippi name's not going to stop you. Call me the creature of the Sahara Desert, the map of the desert, leather handbag. What else was it he calls me? Prune Price, all of that. Call me it doesn't bother me. I ain't got no issues with my looks. None whatsoever. I ain't insecure with myself.
And just to confirm, right, that this guy isn't a troll, okay? Because I've got screenshots of him and this John McDonald in other people's lives making comments. So this person is not a troll, okay?
I just think with Fraser, he's up, you know, the clicks bums before because of a platform, but now he's swaying to be friends with Alex Brigham and the rest of them because he's going out, isn't he, doing content. And I told Miss Red, this man is just using you for a platform. And now that he's going out, who's he spending it with? And those are not that I care, do you know what I mean? But obviously you do. He's spending it with Alex Brigham, Pearl. The very person you're calling a predator. I'm not saying that that's what he is, guys. That's what she's saying. So why is she going at everyone else for sitting with AB when he spends time outside with AB? Why doesn't she go for Fraser then? Why don't you go for Fraser, Pearl? Like I said, he wanted to start off getting a platform from the clique. Now he's got a little platform. It's not big, but a little platform. He's now doing content with a very person that you do not like, Pearl. And you got Fraser in your box who supports AB. Make it make sense, and you want to go at everybody else. This is what I'm saying, guys. It's very selective on here. I like you, so it's okay for you to sit with that person. But I don't like you, Angie. Why are you up? Why are you friends? You know, why are you okay with Alex? That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Yeah, is she not going to say anything that Frankie was out with Alex Brigham? No? No, I'll sure only say it about everyone else. But like I said, he just wanted a platform from the clique. Now he's got it. He's going to do his own thing. Yeah, but they'll never learn. You can see it a mile off. What else we've got?
Little infection.
Pearl plays a clip of Alex and Levi. She says He's definitely got his filter up to 100. All he's ever done is take the piss out of people for years, so he has to put up with it now. But so have you, Pearl. So have you. Pearl Kuzovi key phrase is innocent as Alex's chat again, says Pearl. But don't let Pearl sit there talking about everyone else that spends time with Alex or speaks to Alex or sit with Alex when Fraser goes out with him.
I don't know, I'm listening to the chat, I don't know. I don't even know, so I'm not going to rise because I don't know if Fraser said it to Evil Queen. I don't know what's going on.
This is chat again.
Who took the picture? I don't know. I don't care really, to be honest with you guys. No, I believe you wouldn't do that. Wow. That's why I'm not rising, because I don't know who said what and who's done what, you know what I mean? He didn't send it, so...
Quarter of a mile, turn right.
It was a screenshot of the live. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So why doesn't now he put it out to the people that send him these messages? What is your problem? I have never once told anybody that I don't want you to put me on camera, never once. So why has he got a problem now? Instead of shutting his chat down, that he always says his chat shouldn't be doing what they're doing. This is why he allows them to do what he's doing, and he should have cleared it up with them. I've never once told anybody don't put me on camera, and we've just heard that from a couple of clips before that come out of his own mouth. So what's the problem? I don't see a problem.
It was a picture. It wasn't a picture. It was a screenshot of Dave's live. Oh, that's cool. It's cool.
Well, he knows it's a screenshot because where's he met up with Big Jamie before? Jamie's in that photo. Loads of lies.
I'm not reacting to anything.
Exactly, my gossip.
I'm not reacting to anything, guys. We are all good in this live. So anyone that's running around saying trying to stir up shit, not bothered. Do I look bothered? Do I look affected? Definitely not.
We can't see
Definitely
you.
Fucking not.
You sounded.
I love everyone, guys. I love all the creators on the app. And
right, just quickly, because I'm not having Fraser getting the blame for sending me anything. We all know, because we were in the chat, it was exposing Alex Brigham that sent it to me. There's the screenshot of my inbox. And if you look at the top, exposing Alex Brigham, 12 following, 768 followers. And they sent me it. So it's nothing to do with Fraser. Fraser didn't send me anything.
Fraser's innocent.
Leave the chat sweet, you know what it is. You know what it is.
But however, it's okay for him to be friends with 8B, isn't it, Pill? Yeah. The selective outrage, honestly, is crazy. Right. What have we got about Rickster now? Rickster. Rickster says CA and Elusive Angie's chat the worst. He says, CA thinks, okay, let's just play it.
So out with videos out of the FYP, when people are putting the people I care on myself down, I'll react, of course I will, but most of the time I'll sit back and I'll just watch. And I'm like this, and I'll watch Elusive Angie, and I watch, sometimes, all the time, I watch AB, I watch Luke, you know what I mean, if I'm not doing my own show, and I'll sit back and I'll figure them out, and like this. Now, and sometimes I'll go and watch CA, she blocks all your accounts, but we've all got our accounts that we look on, and then I watch this Canadian Angie, and she talks about your comments or vile or this. She has got every fucking word that comes out of Canadian Angie's mouth is negative. Everything that comes out of her mouth is obscenities and vulgar, putting people down, whether it's a man or a woman or a kid. All of her comments are nasty and believe what she says, and she's completely obsessed with lots of other people. And then she will come on and say, your community are vile, when hers, and she's the worst. You know what I mean? Look, I turned around and said, she's the kind of person, you know what I mean, to beat you in the balls and then not ask for it back and say, don't hit me, do you know what I mean? Don't kick me back. You know what I mean? And if you kicked her back, she'd phone the police in you. Do you know what I mean? She's like, that's the kind of person she is. Or she's the kind of person, you both got a pair of guns, she shoots you first and tells you that you can't shoot her back. She lives in some mad delusional world. She does all this horrible stuff and does not expect a reaction. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Our supporters are really the worst. I think Delusive Angie's, the cults, and Canadian Angie's are the worst people on the TikTok. Their communities are the worst. Delusive Angie's are sick and twisted. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them are not good people. and so's hers. And I think toxic Dans are enablers. They enable people, do you know what I mean, by saying it's okay to say what you want about kids and everything. I know he's lost a few people from the...
That's also what you call selective outrage, right? Because, you know, me and Rickster don't see eye to eye. So it is selective. So, of course, he's going to say that. But my community are the best. We don't dox. We don't do any of this. Everyone else's community doxes. They do all the shit. They all take it off TikTok. You know, we have freedom of speech. You're entitled to your opinion. And maybe it's because people don't like Rickster in my community. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Because I know there's a lot of people that don't like Rickster here. So, of course, he's going to say that.
From his platform, and that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Canadian court, exactly. Right, guys, we need 469 more populars to get to 72. We're creeping up on Angie. Angie's 60, so I do appreciate all these little gifts and these populars. You will be pinned if you drop over 100. Ricky, you should show the video of her when she dropped her phone and her camera came on. Yeah, I've got it, Lainey. I've already got it. I played it the other day when I did an exposure, but like I said, there's a lot more to come on her. Big stuff. So yeah, thank you, my lord. Big love, babe. You don't have to do that.
Except fucking obesely overweight. That's all you fucking are, with a gangster fucking mouth and mentality. You are a narcissistic...
No, you're a narcissist, and there you go. The only way you can try and beat Alex is by bringing him down, do you know what I mean? Just about his appearance. And like I said, fair play to Alex. That's all you can do, Canadian Angie. You're a mother, and yeah. And that's a grandmother, by the way. And that's all you can do is try and bring Alex down. But fair play to Alex. He held his own yesterday, and he's going to hold his own again. Like I said, I can't wait for him to come back and start being a bit ruthless. When me and Alex used to go have our back and forth, he was quite a ruthless fella. But I've seen him calm down for a while, and that's because of what he's gone through lately and all the mocking. You know what I mean? Oh, so yeah, exactly. So I'm looking forward to him. Thank you, Walker and Sunshine. I'm looking forward to him coming back and giving a little bit back.
Fuck. That is all you fucking are. No one's fucking scared of you.
Everything out of the mouth. Big up, no one cares. Big love, bye. Big love, beautiful. Thank you so much. Everything out of the mouth. Effing this, effing that, effing this, effing that. I've never known it. It's the pottiest mouth I've ever heard. Everything out of the mouth. Effing or predator or about kids or wrong uns, and it's just horrible.
What can I say? We're definitely not the worst on the site. Our comments are actually quite good compared to the rest of theirs. We don't allow doxing. We don't allow any of that. Do you know what I mean? We don't. Picture in the chat which says the original was not an image, an AI image.
So it says here, they haven't been AI generated, so the pictures are not, I repeat, are not AI generated. I don't see any obvious AI giveaways, features such as disordered facial features, mismatched eyes, extra finger, impossible jewellery or inconsistent lighting. The scene between the two images clean, suggesting they were intentionally placed next to each other rather than one big continuous photo. It's two different pictures of Angie. So there's Angela Rooney, and then the picture next to it is Angela Rooney sat outside, and they have been put together. I put them together, so it's me. But that's what he's saying, you know what I mean? Oh, she's definitely filled them, but they're not AI generated, 100%. But at least they're saying they're in AI, so you can't turn around and say, oh, it's AI, it's AI, it's AI, because it's not AI, that's a real person.
We all know all this now, do you know what I mean? So it's just going round in bloody circles. What else we got? Let me see. Give me a second. Mostly of Alex. What else we got? I think that's it. Right, anything else? Got one more. It says T-Day ain't having a good night.
The bathroom flooded, the ceiling came through as we went outside because all the electric was off. Sadly, one of the dogs got run over. They are okay, they're at the vets now, and they're coming back soon. So, we've had so yeah, just so everyone's aware, because I had to stop the live further before.
How did this dog get run over? What?
The bathroom flooded, the ceiling came through as we went outside because all the electric was off. Sadly, one of the dogs got run over. They are okay, they're at the vets now, and they're coming back soon. So, we've had so yeah, just so
I think he's a rage baiter. I think what it is, right? His community are probably so sick in the head that that's why they gift him when he sits there saying about how his dog got run over. Yeah, so he's sitting there saying about how his dog got run over, but he's at the vets. He's probably got uni for that, and they're probably thinking, "Oh my God, another dog! Yes, that satisfies me that your dog got run over." I do. I think he's a rage baiter. I think he's a liar. I mean, if his dog did get run over, he needs to have his animals removed from his care. Because at first the kittens, then his other dog, now another dog. It's odd. It wasn't his dog. Whose dog was it?
aware because I had to stop the line further before, but I'm just like regulating them on the sofa. So, so it was Cat's dog. Her dog only hit the tyre, so she's going to be okay anyway, but because she's in a state of shock, then, well, yeah. Shit. But just so everyone knows, we're fine, the animals are fine, the ceiling's not fine, the bathroom's not fine, the electric's...
If this is true, that's now Cat's dog that's got run over, I think he needs to have his dog animals removed because they're obviously not safe in his care.
That's fine, but it's just another one of life's mysteries. What's wrong with...
I just think he's a rage baiter because he's so... If your cat, if your dog, if someone else's dog, right, is at the vet, right? Why are you sitting on live singing? It's like, if that's the case, then you seem happy. I don't know, it's weird. You're either rage baiting, or it happened. And if it has happened, you probably need your animals taken off you because they're not safe in your care. Because you got the kittens, then you got the other dog that died. Now you got another one that's not even your dog. It's not even your dog. It's like you get a kick out of hurting animals. It's fucking weird. I wouldn't be surprised if you deliberately ran it over.
The bathroom flooded, the ceiling came through as we went outside because all the electric was off. Sadly, one of the dogs got run over.
Oh, sorry, that's it's fucking weird. I reckon you've done it deliberately because you get a fucking kick out of hurting animals. It's weird. Or you're rage baiting. It's one of those two. I don't know. Maybe he's rage baiting, but it's odd. Maybe you should take care of your animals and they won't be run over. Do you know what I mean? Like I did. 16 years, my dog was never had an accident like getting run over for fuck's sake, or attacking kittens, or because I looked after him. Yeah, it's just not even his animal. It's another animal now. It's weird. What's this?
Alexa, play If We Ever Met.
Here's If We Ever Meet Again.
That's me.
Sweaty bitch! Straight in the bin. New Alexa incoming.
A few moments later.
Alexa? Alexa?
I like it when they say a few moments later.
Alexa? Obviously that's a mouth to mouth or something. Alexa? We had a bit of a technical issue with my Alexa. We had a domestic. Alexa sent me a gift, and it pops up with whatever gift I want.
The same one as me.
Shut up, you bitch. Alexa, If We Never Met. Play If We Never Met.
Never Met by Rachel Sets.
Rachel.
Music.
Alexa, play If We Never Met, or run it as a...
If We Never Met remix by John Kay and Sagala on Amazon Music.
I know that feeling with my Alexa, I swear to God. What else we got? What a theory I can't shake.
What if Lindsay Clancy didn't in fact kill her kids, but fully believes she killed her kids? Now this is just a theory, and people are going to come at me, and that's fine, I'm prepared. But I cannot shake the feeling after watching every single second of every single day in court since this trial started. I have watched, like, so don't even come at me. Well, you haven't watched it. I have watched that trial. And I cannot shake this feeling. I cannot shake this feeling that somehow there's a theory in my head that says that Patrick is responsible for everything. He is the reason that her mental health was on such a bad decline. He is the reason that she fully believes that she killed them children. What if he wanted a way out? What if he wanted a new life with this woman who is now married to just 3.5 years later, and you know they've got a kid together? He happened to move just 3 months after the death of his children to the same place of where he's met this doctor, who by the way was the same doctor that was commenting on posts on Facebook of Lindsay when she was putting things on of the kids. And what if he did? Chris Watts did it. Chris Watts wanted a way out after having an affair. He tried to blame Shannon for killing them kids. What if it wasn't Lindsay? What if Lindsay...
But the thing is, what she's missing is that he went to a shop, didn't he? He was out. So they would have had evidence. You've obviously not watched the whole court, because there would be evidence on CCTV of him going to a shop, leaving the house. Someone would have probably had something. So he wasn't present when she unalived those children. Unless, you know, he could have come back. But he said he came back and found her, he'd thrown himself out the window. So if there was evidence of the time he came back to the time she threw herself out the window, then it wouldn't be him. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't have been him. Yeah, but you say, what if she did it, right? What if he did it before she went out, before he went out, right? There's a possibility, but she was still alive, no? She hadn't thrown herself out the window. She threw herself out the window when he was out. So why would she throw herself out the window? Yeah, so the thing is, they've obviously checked the times of the kid's death and knew what time around about the kids had died to when he was in that shop, because that's probably how they got the CCTV, haven't they? But someone is saying she was saying that Lindsay did it, but he gave her the idea type of thing, right, to unalive her kids. What you're saying is because she was not well and she was in a psychotic episode. So what you're saying is that possibly those voices in her head were him telling her to do it, and then he decided to go out, and then he knew she was going to unalive those kids, so he gave her time to unalive those children, and then went back to the house. Is that what you're saying? That is a possibility, because he knew she wanted to harm the children, right? She knew he wanted to harm he knew she wanted to harm the children. So he could be using her as an scapegoat, and he probably did. He could have planted that seed into her head to unalive those children, and that's why he went out knowing she was going to unalive the children. And maybe those voices in her head were him saying it because he knew she was in a psychotic episode. That is a possibility. Like the Chris Watts. I mean, that is plausible. But were there any text messages to each other? See, the thing is, there's no evidence of that either. There's no evidence of that, no. Absolutely no evidence pointing to him. She'd done it. No evidence pointing to him. Yeah. The trial on YouTube will be, the trial on YouTube. What time's it on, Pet, today? Guys, I'm just shaking my leg. My leg gets a bit restless at times, so I need to kind of move it. Yeah, but the things you say stick to facts, but there's nothing but fact. You know, listen, there's a lot of speculation in the courtroom, isn't there? About that she did it, he did it, and they don't always go by facts. Yeah. She must be distraught because she's probably not in that episode anymore. And now she's back to reality and has realised that she's unalived all her children and probably don't even have any, doesn't even remember it. Sarah Grace, who's that one? This is in America, isn't it? And our box label, did I really? I think she just type her name into YouTube and you'll find it. Look up at starting today is going to, right. Let's have a look at this case of the, what's her name again? Lindsay? Is it Lindsay? Let's have a look. Lindsay. What's the second name? Lindsay what? I've said her name wrong. Can you say her name again, please? What's her first name? Is that Lindsay? Oh yeah. Oh shit, gotta put it on YouTube. Give me a second. Lindsay, I've got it, got it.
The house is really quiet.
Is that unusual?
Yeah.
And when you realized it was really quiet, what did you do?
I called out.
And who did you call out to?
Everyone.
Did anyone answer?
No.
Harrowing testimony from Patrick Clancy, who found his 3 young children strangled at the hands of his then wife.
When you saw Dawson, what condition was he in?
I knew he was gone.
Jurors were shown the alleged murder weapons.
Yellow exercise band found with Dawson.
And heard the 911 call so horrific tale of mental health medicine prescribed to her. 3.5 years after their children's deaths, the case finally went to trial this week. The Commonwealth began by calling their star witness, Patrick Clancy, and his testimony was heartbreaking.
I just looked around in the backyard below that window and I saw Lindsay. I said, "What happened?"
And what was her response?
She said, "I tried to kill myself."
Before he discussed finding his family, prosecutors asked Patrick about his trip to the restaurant and CVS. He explained the drive to the pharmacy was only about 3 minutes from his home, and he actually spoke to Lindsay on the phone while he was there.
Can you describe that phone call for us?
It was very brief. I just said, I think there was a generic brand, and I said, "Is this one okay?" And she said, "Yeah, that's fine."
And what was her demeanor during the call?
She was pretty quiet. It sounded like she was busy. I remember hanging up thinking she's probably in the middle of giving baths or something like that.
So it sounded to you like she was in the middle of something?
Yeah.
Were you able to understand her when she spoke to you?
Yeah.
And did she seem to understand what you were saying?
Yes.
And she didn't seem to have any trouble recalling why you were at CVS or what you were looking for?
That's correct.
Throughout this episode, we'll be showing you pictures of court exhibits. A lot continues to come out in this trial. And for the full case file, everything that's been released so far, make sure to download the Law and Crime Plus app, where you can find all the info about this case and so many more. But back to the testimony from Patrick. This is really important because prosecutors allege during this phone call, Patrick says Lindsay sounded like she was in the middle of something. Prosecutors say she was allegedly in the process of murdering her children. At the time, Patrick didn't realize anything was wrong, so he then went to the restaurant to pick up the takeout and headed home. And that is when he first noticed something was way off.
When you came into the house and you were taking off your boots and putting things down, was there anything you noticed?
Yeah, the house was really quiet.
Is that unusual?
Yeah.
And when you realized it was really quiet, what did you do?
I called out.
And who did you call out to?
Everyone.
Did anyone answer?
No.
After you called out and no one answered, what did you do next?
I think I don't know the order, but I called down in the basement and no one answered. And then I called Lindsay to see if she was home because I looked out and I couldn't see her car, but it's because it was dark and her car's black.
Thank you. All right, good morning. Morning. All right. So I'm going to ask you to keep your voice up so the jury can hear you.
Yes.
And with that, Tree Spray.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Could you please state and spell your name for the record?
My name is Stephen Hall, StephenHall.
And your date of birth?
3/26/1983.
Where do you work?
I work at the Duxbury Police Department.
How long have you been a Duxbury police officer?
Since 2015, so roughly 11 years.
I want to direct your attention to January 24th, 2023. Were you working that day?
I was.
What shift were you working?
The 4 to midnight.
And would that be 4 p.m. to midnight?
Yes.
And were you in uniform?
Yes.
Were you in a marked cruiser?
Yes.
And were you on patrol?
Yes.
And being on patrol, were you alone or with a partner?
I was alone.
Further directing your attention to approximately 6:11 p.m. At that time, did you receive a dispatch to go to 47 Summer Street in Duxbury?
I did.
And do you recall approximately where you were when you received that dispatch?
I was at the Lincoln Street Fields in Duxbury.
And so how long did it take you to get from there to 47 Summer Street?
7 to 10 minutes.
And did you go to 47 Summer Street?
Yes.
And what did you see when you arrived there?
When I arrived, it was just a house. There was a gate open on the left side of the house.
He's nervous, isn't he?
He couldn't wake them up.
And did you know what they were talking about when you initially heard that?
Not really, no.
Did something then catch your attention?
Yeah, I heard a loud scream from inside.
And could you tell where it was coming from?
Just inside the house.
And the screaming, was it words or just sound?
It was just a sound.
When you heard that screaming, what did you do?
Myself and Officer Josephine ran towards the slider and entered into the house.
And when you entered into the house, do you remember what room you entered into?
Into a kitchen.
And when you entered into the kitchen, could you still hear that screaming?
No. We could hear he was talking, but the screaming was done.
When you said he was talking, who was talking?
Patrick Clancy.
So you could hear Patrick Clancy talking at that time?
Yes.
And could you tell where he was?
Yes, he was in the basement.
And did you head to the basement stairs?
Yes.
Showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 41. Are these the stairs that you went to?
Yes.
Did you go to the bottom of the stairs?
I did.
Once you got to the bottom of the stairs, is it accurate that you either have to go right or left?
Correct.
Which direction did you go?
We heard Patrick Clancy talking from the right, so we went in that direction.
Could you hear what he was saying?
Do you mind if I...
You don't recall?
Yes.
Thank you, objection.
Do you recall him saying, I can't wake them up, I can't get them up?
Yes.
And do you remember his demeanor as he was saying that?
He seemed very upset.
What did you do in response to that?
He came from a back room, so we ran into that back room.
Just going back to when you came down the stairs and turned to the right, do you recall what type of room that was when you went to the right?
It looks like a workout room, like a workout area.
I'll show you a few pictures here. If you could just look at them and tell me if you recognize what they depict.
Yes.
And do you recognize these to be photographs of that workout room that you entered into when you went to the right?
Yes.
We could have these marked as the next few exhibits.
Those may be admitted.
Or exhibits.
He was probably nervous as well.
689-92. Third, showing you exhibit 89. Is that the view when you first come down the stairs and turn to the right?
Yes.
And then showing you exhibit 90. Are those exercise bands there tied to the closet door?
Yes.
91, just a close-up of that, correct?
Yes.
Time did you go to the left?
Yes.
So showing you a series of photographs. You could just tell went down the stairs and went to the left, that first view.
Yes.
And then showing you exhibit 96. Is that a further view as you go into the room?
Yes.
Now, when you went into that room, what did you see?
There were two children on the floor.
To ask if you could just point to us where you saw each child.
Okay.
I don't know what they're going to show you.
Window well, that's towards zooming in on the shingles. Here to the left and right, just below that window, are those the blood marks you're referring to?
Yes.
And here in this photograph, you had mentioned blood marks on the upper window. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
I don't know what they're going to show you. That's why I recorded it.
And then here at the top of the lower window, these marks here, are those the other blood marks that you saw?
Yes.
If we could have these photos marked as the next bits.
They may be admitted.
While you were out there in the backyard, did you see a ripped or, oh, I'm sorry. 105 to 108. While you were outside, did you see any ripped or torn screens on the ground?
No.
What did you do next?
I just went over to the paramedic and asked what I can help him with. He said she was good, but she kept taking her face mask off for oxygen, and so I just kept replacing it back onto her face.
And when you say she, you're referring to Lindsay Clancy?
Yes.
And did you then help them get the stretcher to the ambulance?
Yes.
I have nothing further.
All right. Reddington?
Thank you for your incredible service.
Thanks.
All right. So you may step down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys. I won't. Actually, I was on the phone. I won't play anymore because it's a bit of a trigger, isn't it? Really, I don't know what they're going to show and things. So I don't want to. I won't play it anymore. Does anyone else want the box? Yeah, I think even as if you're a police officer, you know, obviously nothing really prepares you. You know what I mean? I don't think you can just turn off your emotions and how you feel. But I think he was very nervous as well. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it must be quite traumatizing for him to what he witnessed. I couldn't do it ever. You know, he's not a paramedic, is he? Or a doctor. He's a police officer. But even with doctors, you know, you think they get used to it, but they still have emotions. But don't get me wrong, not all the doctors have emotions. They're so used to it. Yeah. No, but I do think a doctor can... I do think, though, a doctor does get used to it. I do. Because they see it daily, don't they? But yeah, it must be still hard for them, though, isn't it? To go home and with the background, the story of what's happened, yeah. And yet the father is so calm. I've got to check my throat. I'm sore. What's that noise? It's a pillow. Give me a sec, I'll just turn this light on. There's no whiteness on my there's There's no white at my back, so I'll just check it wasn't my tonsils.